Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to the Iesf Africa Qualifiers 2025. We're in the Group A stages, day 2 of the team, and I'm your caster, Linwell. Join me in the casting desk is gonna be Zakota once more, folks. And I mean, we've got 2 games in our hands today. Isn't that right, Zakota?
That is right. First up on the chopping block is gonna be South Africa versus Namibia. My bad, I have a little bit of a stutter. I'm so excited of today's game, Linwell. We saw the other day Morocco and Egypt clash it out. I think it was the most interesting game of the series, but I mean, who knows? Maybe South Africa is gonna change our mind, or maybe Namibia. It's gonna be,
Yeah.
2 new faces for us. I mean, for me, I seen a little bit of South Africa, but Namibia, I didn't see a lot, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a new region, at least what we are witnessing right now in the ISF. Have been playing before, maybe the past few. I wouldn't really know. We'd have to give a fact check for that, if for sure. But I mean, games are going to be very interesting. It's going to be completely different from what we're expecting, which is to say the least. I'm very interested to see what the main strategy for these teams are going to be, especially for Namibia. If maybe, I mean, yesterday we saw Ivory Coast, which sort of did well in the draft bans, and meanwhile the picks were a little bit iffy, a little bit questionable at certain times. Still, though, today it's might be a repeat of that scenario. Who knows? What do you think?
I mean, it's still a 50-50. It's a best of 3 series, as we know, so it can go both ways. If one team gets the first win, they can lock in and get the second one. If not, they're gonna go for a third round, and who knows then. But I mean, Linwell, I'm excited today to cast South Africa, because it's a country I really want to visit someday. It looks really pretty. I've seen Cape Town a little bit. It looks really nice. I mean, honestly, would you go to maybe South Africa or Namibia?
I mean, definitely, if we get the opportunity at some certain points, probably a really nice country to visit, and probably a really nice country to sightsee. But onto the groups, though, which aren't displayed on the screen, folks. We have Group A, B, C, and D here. From the top, for our Group A, we saw yesterday a little bit of their action. It's gonna be Egypt, Nigeria. We have Djibouti, and Ivory Coast alongside Benin and Morocco.
And in group, we're gonna have Tunisia, Senegal, Mali, Algeria, and Ghana. We haven't seen any of these team plays, if I'm not mistaken. Today we're gonna be spectating Group C and Group D, I think. So it's gonna be, a nice little series. It's gonna be fun to spectate. I mean, I hope it's gonna be extremely fun to cast. But what can you tell us about Group C, Linwell?
Well, I mean, Group C, once again, I'm not so certain. You mentioned, a little bit of details of South Africa in the past before, maybe through sprints, maybe through certain matches. But then again, these are regions which aren't really showcased that much in tournaments, at least in the global stage for sure. Which now, I mean, definitely is an opportunity if they have what it takes to stand amongst the top.
I mean, it's a first time for everything, Linwell, and I'm excited. We are so close to finally getting into the draft. I'm excited to see what the picks are going to be, because each country, each region, as we know, has their own meta. Europe has its own meta, Philippines, Southeast Asia. I mean, there's so much that can happen, and it's gonna be really nice to see. Who knows, maybe they're going to have a unique hero that we've never seen in pro play before. Maybe a Freya D combination. I know it's a little bit popular in Africa, or the Iksha Digi. I mean, it's so volatile right now. The meta is so open for the jungle, the gold lane, the roam, and the mid lane. The XP, you have to, play a little bit, try hard with those new, recently buffed fighters, the Lapu Lapu, Yuzhong, Uranus, the Phoveus. I mean, there are so many good choices on XP right now that are solid. But you still have to go with a 2-3 rule. I mean, 2 tanks, 3, damage. So it's gonna be interesting to see the draft.
Yep, definitely, for sure. And name the fact, the missing piece to piece it all together, I'd say, is probably going to be a very decent mage that suits the lineup, at least. Which yesterday sometimes worked out, sometimes it was it was a little bit iffy, but then again. Like you said, PO3, lots of opportunities and lots of time to showcase their potential as a team. And as a team, Sakota, since speaking back, since you are also active player back a couple of seasons ago, how much time does it take for players to settle down and be compatible with your team in terms of gameplay, in terms of meta?
It can take 1 month, it can take 1 year, depends how much you trust your teammates and how much, if you have a good drafter in your team. For me, I was the team's drafter. I was the guy doing the shot calls as well, so I was one of the core members. But when I got a new member, a new roamer, he started shot calling, and he lifted a burden off my shoulders. But still, I think it's a lot of yapping about my squad. We're gonna see what teams are gonna pick and what banner we're gonna judge. I mean, I'm an analyst, you're the shoutcaster today. I mean, it's gonna be an amazing series, I hope. Again, best of 3.
Definitely.
South Africa versus Namibia. So, Lyndon, what are you expecting? Which bans do you think are gonna first show up? Do you think the 1-1? Do you think the Isun Shin? I mean, we've seen them, the Oranos as well.
Yeah, we have seen them in the past, and certainly some of these heroes are quite difficult for teams to handle, especially if you don't really have the burst target ready to focus them down. So definitely probably going to see a Uranus ban in either of the cases, or maybe see the teams pick it up for themselves, which I'd say just might give them enough of an edge to take the first game. So nonetheless, though, Sakota, are we still thinking of, since back to yesterday, a Uranus jungle?
Yes.
Uranus jungle, praying for sure.
I mean, after we got done with the casting, we got done with the games, I went on ML. First game, Uranus jungle. just to let a bit of the steam off. But I mean, the other day we've seen a lot of interesting picks, and we've seen a lot of Arlots. We've seen it a lot in Europe, and I think we're gonna start to see it a lot in Africa. Arlot on the roam, Arlot on the experience lane. Right now, I think he's one of the best setters in the game. I mean, he has that devastating final slash, just repositioning your entire team, not just down one person. It's not like a Zilong. Zilong can reposition only one person, but Arlot, just everyone. But enough of the yapping. South Africa's team roster is gonna be super shady. Jujung, Lindo, Velotizi, Super Light. And I don't think I'm gonna even try to pronounce their names because I'm gonna be butchering them. They look a bit hard to say, but should we try, Lionel?
Give it a try. Yep, give it a try. Let's go.
Shaden Shalabala, Mogamat Ismail, Slindokule, Nolovo, Umerkan, Shkal Dadmir. I think I pronounced it.
That wasn't bad.
I mean, that wasn't that bad. I mean, I did butcher one or two of them, but these are really unique names. I mean, only one was really easy, definitely. Honestly. Just Velotizi's name was pretty easy, but the rest are kind of hard.
Indeed, quite a few syllables there. We're on to the next team roster for Namibia here. From the top, it's going to be Robin and Archangel Michael, Hitman FN, Zubscope, alongside Empress here. And their real names, Paulus, Mnewambele, sorry if I said that wrong. Reginald, Klasend, Avieri, Hofiku, Mazilla. Dang, that's a good name.
That's a really cool name. That rolls off the tongue. Yeah.
Tanika Carvalho. And yep, that's the roster for Namibia. Apologies again for the mispronunciation. We're doing our best with what we can, and hopefully, we could get it right next time. Is it right? Let's go.
Who knows? But Namibia's roster, I think they have a female player, Empress. I believe that's a female name, if I'm not mistaken. But
perhaps
it would be cool. I mean, I believe it's the first female player of the tournament we've seen on stream.
Yeah, maybe indeed, and gonna be a huge showcase at least for this match. And I'm interested if she's gonna go for the roam category or even the jungle category, which would be quite interesting to see.
I'm feeling marksman. I don't know why Empress. Marksman. It feels marksmanish. I don't know, man. All the time I've seen people on goal and they have
Aurora, Mage, Empress.
It can go. I mean, it depends. Hanabi. I mean, Hanabi isn't Hanabi an Empress lore-wise or something like that, or Kagura? It was Kagura. I'm not good with the lore. I'm not good with the lore.
Because Hanabi's a ninja. She's a shinobi, I believe so.
Can't you be, an Empress shinobi? Come on, Linuel.
Maybe, yeah. For your
Double
village,
life.
yeah, that could be. Yeah, but I mean, think again. One of the most important rulers of your region, village, country. You're not gonna send them off on a mission, right?
Who knows?
Enemy
Maybe they're the most skilled. Maybe they're the most powerful.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm excited to see what the draft is going to be. I can't hold it out anymore. I'm gonna be, you know, obviously as casters we're gonna be a little bit judgmental, but take this as a two-way blaze, two-edged blade, because we're gonna give you the tips and tricks that's gonna help you with the draft. Because I mean, I have experience. Lino has experience. We've been casting a ton of tournaments. I have done Iesf previously. I've seen it. I've played. I mean, I've as Kronos said,
hang on.
I did play in it. A few years ago.
2024, 2023.
2023. I did play in it.
Let's say a couple of years.
In scrims a lot. I remember it was so, you know, it was so rewarding to finally see your like hard work finally put on screen. You
Progress.
be able to just showcase your skill. You know, it's something
Definitely
really cool. Because I think that's what most players want to see, their skills on the big screen. I mean, that's what I wanted to see, and I saw it. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe in the future you're gonna cast me, Linwell.
Are you cast or play? In this case, we might switch over to the player roles in this time.
Who knows?
Maybe
I'm gonna cast and play at the same time. I may be that good.
That'd be insane. Yeah.
I mean, in the past when I first started casting, I did cast and play at the same time. Was, you know, an experience. I mean, that's how you learn. Tough learning.
Yeah, technically, guys, don't do this at home. Dakota is a trained professional. Yeah, but nonetheless, though, I mean, what are your expectations coming into this match? Is it going to be like, which team do you think has the edge before we even see the draft? Just going by the names. Just going by the names.
This is a really hard question. I think Namibia has a higher chance because they're closer to the Middle Eastern server, to the MPL server. They're a bit closer to that. And I mean, as you know, South Africa is at the bottom of Africa near, I mean, it's Cape Town, not really at the bottom. So they're a bit further away from these proactive players. Maybe people from Namibia have played against these pro players in rank, or, you know, they practice against, I mean, I would say better people, because, you know, they're a bit more tryhard in that area.
All right.
It's going to be a different environment because they're just closer to the server, closer to the region. It's going to be, you know, different. But Linwell, I'm going to ask you the same question you asked me. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you have for favorites?
Well, I mean, I was going to stick with Namibia because of Empress. But now, since you're going for that, I'm going to go with South Africa instead. And maybe, you know, a little bit of rivalry here in the casting desk also, cheering for our teams. But nonetheless, though, all these teams are quite decent and quite deserving of their spot here. At least for now, though, the draft here, like we talked about earlier, at mentioning about the XP laners going to be the priority picks, the setters for the front line. But on to the next question is the jungle here. You think the assassin jungle, namely for the pick-up potential, is going to be more popular in these games?
I'm gonna, you know, go on an edge, and I'm gonna say the fighter jungle is gonna be more popular than Marty's picks. This fighter-esque picks, the season, I believe, 32 or 31 meta, if you remember it. Just these frontliners just do with all heroes. I think that's gonna be a lot. Alpha. There's so many good choices. I mean, the Rano's jungle, I mean, come on, guys. just one time. Just one.
You keep on sticking out of there. I mean, definitely, if you are going for the fighter jungle, he's I guess the strongest priority if the Fredrin's banned out. Uranus jungle might just be better in this case, since I mean, just give the explanation at least.
Urano's jungle.
Yeah. What's your bias? How are you going to defend him? I mean, he's good, I know that, but
no, let me just explain it. So, no clear speed is based on how much damage you can do. His kill 1 stacks with the jungle creeps, and right now the more passive stacks you have, so it's like up to 20, you're gonna deal more damage using the basics attacks, and that's gonna allow you to clear each buff faster. You're gonna rotate faster. You know, you're gonna go for that brute force. I mean, there's so many possible builds, but if you just go for a constant, for a magic spellvamp build, you know, just one item. There's the concentrated magic. You go for that. You go for the brute force. You go for the queen wings. Go for the oracle. You're unkillable. You just gonna be up and away. You know, tower dive after tower dive, invade after invade. Yes, you don't have a stun. Yes, you don't have an execution beside your S army if you can consider one. But you have consecration. You can just run away. You have that second skill. You can get a shield, run away. You can just do everything and run away. You just Uranus. You cannot be stopped. You're like a fridge with wheels going down a slope. And how can you stop that?
Well, I mean, if you were a team facing off against, then what would you pick here? We're just giving maybe, since you've unleashed this beast towards these regions now, they're probably gonna start playing even more. So, what do you think is gonna be the main counter here?
I said the counters.
Baksha?
No, Baksha, never.
No Baksha.
No, you
Never
need
Baksha.
insane burst. I mean, Baksha can work in the early game, but late game, nothing.
Maybe.
No. It's really hard to counter. You need one stun that's long, and you need extreme burst. You need like a Luoi type burst, a Farsa type burst, just instant
Alpha
melt.
is just coming to my mind then.
Believe it or not, no, Alpha doesn't work that well because you can just run.
Okay.
And Alpha is too slow in that spear of Alpha because he still has animation. But you know, there's the Masha on the XP, which can be maybe a viable counter, but I really doubt it because it's extremely hard to play the Masha in the current meta.
Yeah.
Lapu, Yuzhong being there, you're just gonna get melted in 2 shots. So I think he's the only hero without a counter. I mean, the only counter is your team, honestly. If your team is playing bad, you cannot pull off the Uranus jungle. That goes for most unique heroes, like the Kaja jungle. You need a team that supports your playstyle. It's you know, it's hard to pull it off. Yes, Uranus is hard, but you still need to keep in mind the stacks, the buff rotations, the turtle rotations. But I think we're gonna head into the draft, Mr. Linwell. What are you expecting for the bans?
Well, I mean, the first bans here, definitely, after you've given the entire speech about Uranus has to be banned if you're on the red side. Nonetheless, though, if it manages to sneak through, I guess we'll have to be relying on those burst mages, maybe even those peel mages to sort of give the precise positioning, though. But doesn't look like it here. Matilda alongside the Kalea being banned off very early on.
2 supporters getting banned out, understandable. Both of these heroes are extremely strong. The Kalea, I feel, is a bit weaker than Matilda because you don't have that, you know, come along ability. But you still have that instant skill to it can stop a Joy, it can stop a Fan, it can stop a Hayabusa. You have that ultimate, you just need to purify for it to counter, yes. But if you're an assassin jungle, how are you going to skip? You're not a Lancelot, you're not something with an immediate skill. But the Hela's going to get banned out. We saw a lot of it from Team Morocco the other day. I mean, who knows, maybe they did their homework and they maybe think Namibia also is doing it. But there goes my beloved metal friend, Uranus, God of Light. Who do you think is going to follow through? The Yisun Shin, the Lancelot, the Farsa, the Kimi?
Yeah. I mean, probably the Yushin for side on Namibia, because I mean, the jungle speed is just too fast for the South Africa, though it's probably going to be a mage, because again, mage first pick, pretty risky unless you want to go for the Farsa, unless you want to go for that explosive, let's say, lead advantage so that you can draft much more easier going to the late stage.
If you pick out your mage early, you can ban the other good ones. The Zetian is good, Juxin is good. Lilia, we've seen a little bit. She's good for early game invades. I mean, Kimi is extremely good for us, extremely good again. But you're going to ban out the Hamon, which is actually a counter for the Uranus I forgot about. It does a ton of damage. And the Hayabusa gets banned out as well.
Yeah, there's 2 junglers here, but this does mean the Yushin Shin is open.
What do you mean 2 junglers? 4 junglers.
4 junglers. I mean, the last phase, 2 junglers. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah. What do you mean 4 junglers? There's only 3. Yeah, if we count the Uranus.
Amon, Hayabusa, Uranus,
Uranus,
and Kalea.
Kalea jungle? Kalea jungle? Yes. No way. Not in this economy. Come on. Dakota, you've cooked many times, but this time, I'm not on your side.
Me. Trust the cooking. But we're going to see the last one getting picked out by Team South Africa. I believe, I mean, there's 2 supers from the team, so we're going to have to see in-game which is which. Bob is getting picked out as well. Finally. I mean, it's an extremely good pick.
Finally. Yeah, after so many games of so many series, I'm so surprised Phoebus went so long unchecked and prioritized by a
Lapu
lot of
Lapu
teams. Which,
better, Glue better, Yuzhong
yeah,
better, Phoveus not better. I mean,
sure,
Akai
go
XP
for Lapu.
completely.
Lapu Phobius. Lapu Phobius.
Go Akai XP, come on, South Africa. I know you cannot hear me, just telepathic waves. Go for that Akai on the XP, and I'm telling you, in this Phoveus, no problem. ET type of deal. But the Clint is gonna get picked out.
Ooh.
I mean, it's an interesting early pick. Yes, he has a lot of bursts, but the one-hands open. Granger, Iritel. I mean,
I don't like
you can
this.
put the list, the Nathan, but iffy pick.
Yeah. No, I
It is
mean,
too early
even
for
considering,
the marksman,
yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, too early for the max, and they already showed both their side laners here, and again, without getting the mid prior
Yeah, the
here
Farsa.
against Farsa open. I mean, for so long, I was excited about the Phobius, but Farsa is still open. South Africa is looking to have a very standard draft here, and they don't really have an XP laner to dive, so now priority is going to be in their jungler, or maybe mage, I don't know, Navaria, Lina, would be counter.
Esmeralda?
What?
No, that's an okay
I mean, yeah,
pick,
it's
Esmeralda.
good. It's
Yeah,
good against,
it's okay.
yeah, XP, yeah.
But I mean, what is Namibia gonna pick on the jungle? They have to go for an assassin hero to shut down that farce. They already picked out the XP, which I don't like. If Yuzhong was here, you can use the Black Dragon from Go Down on the bird, and just completely deny her ultimate. Even Nacho with the dragon. But what will they go? The funny, not the Lapu jungle. The funny on the jungle is a good choice. I mean, one time I played there is a jungle back then, but the Minotaur is a great pick here. Minotaur and Valentina, I think.
Yeah. But now, I mean, second draft's going to be started, and Valentina probably going to be banned here in this case. You don't want to give that extra feather airstrike. Nonetheless, though, Namibia, what are they going to ban in this case? Roamer, possibly?
The marksman. Ban out the marksman. Roamers are not so important because there's so many, but I just realized Yisun Shin went unchecked. Yisun Shin, the most broken jungle in the game, went unchecked, and they're going to ban out the glue?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, Glue, strong against the Phobius in laning phase.
But you have the Esmeralda. The Zetian getting banned out.
I don't know. Are you expecting Esmeralda to be the goal laner?
I haven't seen it this season, so I couldn't tell you. I've seen Ruby on the gold lane, but never Esmeralda, because Esmeralda doesn't have a poke skill. She's just always in their face.
Yeah.
I think South Africa needs to ban out at Yisun Shin. I think that's what Namibia is going to go for, because they already have two thrones. They have a damage dealer. I mean, if they go for the Kimi, I think they should go for another jungler, but it's so hard. It's extremely hard to tell as of now. But the glue is a questionable pick, because you could have picked the farmers, you could pick the Vexana, two direct counters, even their answer to the enemy team. But the Granger's gonna get banned out. I mean, I want to pick a Granger into a lane personally.
Yeah, and especially against Phobius also, you're just gonna give him free dashes and free passive stacks there. Nonetheless, the final ban is coming from South Africa, like you said. Jungle ban has to be the Yisun Shin, unless they are thinking about something else, which, frankly, Selena might just be the best option if they don't go for Yisun Shin ban.
Selena, Zhuk Chin, Zetian is banned out. What else is on the mid lane besides the Kimi? Because I don't think they're gonna go for the Kimi in Namibia. They're lacking a ton of burst. It's really. But there's a Zhuk Chin. It's a pretty good ban because it denies Esmeralda and the Lancelot. It's okay into the Farsa because you have that extra dash on your ultimate. But what will they pick on the gold? Will they go for the Nathan? Will they go for? They have to go for a physical gold laner. What is open besides the one on the Beatrix?
Perhaps, yeah, it's the one.
Here.
Yeah, a lot of stagnant targets. Beatrix could run it down and just blast the foes, but nonetheless, Namibia here with the first pick in the second draft phase. Jungler is gonna be locked in, but no, probably in the last scenario.
I think the jungle needs to go right now because the jungle needs to be last. Jungle needs to be last. Yeah. Mage. Vexana would be pretty okay here because you deny them entry. Vexana or something along the lines of Aloy, possibly. There's the Vexana.
Decent synergy, decent crowd control. They have, again, 3 knockups here in their hands, and all the heroes, all crowd control heavy units. The only thing, though, zoning potential from the side of South Africa is much more stronger. But now, it's the $1 million question: are South Africa gonna slot the Esmeralda into the goalie. I can't believe I'm saying this. Why am I still
I
thinking?
doubt. I think they're gonna go for the one on pick. I mean, I'd go for the one on or the bad choice. You're just gonna get 3 stacks on the Fov, just 3 stacks on the Minotaur, and I mean, it's just one is just really good right now in this bruiser type meta because they're fighters. They cannot do anything. They do not have enough burst to burst you down. They do not have enough ability to chase you down. So it's a really hard choice. But there is the one getting locked in. And what is going to be the roamer? A Tigreal? Oh, Franco. Okay.
Ooh, wait. I like this. I actually like this. Hang on, but I mean, as long as you're able to position yourself correctly, you can get some great pick-off potential. The only problem I see is that Franco just might be an initiate for the side of Namibia instead.
I believe a Tigreal would have been better, even if, yes, Minotaur is a direct counter to the Franco. I still think it's a better choice. Will Namibia go for the Iesf, or what jungle will they choose? Will they go for the fighter, the Martys, to immune that hook, immune that stun from Esmeralda? Maybe even the Lucas, but for the Suyuk would be a great pick here.
Oh yeah. Although I think they're gonna have a lot of difficulty locking down this. Roger. What?
Not a bad draft. I mean, both drafts are good.
Yeah.
Just, unexpected. The Frank was a bit of an unexpected pick right now. I don't think I've seen this entire season, not once.
Indeed, it's been a long time at least seeing in the tournament formats here, Franco. But I mean, if he's able to get a precise bloody hunt on towards the Minotaur before as he uses the Minuan's Fury, I mean, that'll just be absolute cinema.
Yeah, let's just not hope use it on the Vexana Death Guard, but I mean, who knows? Namibia has, the Roger, if you're good enough, you can immune it with the Lycan Pound suppression. The Phobius, you can cancel it out with your second skill. With a Clean, you cannot. With the Minotaur, you can technically. With the Vexana as well. Yeah. But like with Vexana, it's a little bit harder because you have to on the golem right on you or the Death Knight.
Oh.
So it's gonna be. It's gonna be an interesting game. Yeah. Still, best of 3 series, South Africa versus Namibia. What do you think? Who do you have for winning yet again? You said you have South Africa. I said I have Namibia. So let's see. All drafts look okay. The Franco is a bit unexpected for your side, but still, the one is good, the Farsa is good, the Lancer is good, the Esmeralda is okay.
Hey, good enough for me. Good enough for me.
Really good.
Yep. We're going to be heading into the line of dawn, folks. It's going to be the Iesf Africa Qualifiers 2025, folks. Day number 2, South Africa on the blue side, Namibia on the red side, I'm Castle Linwell, and joining me in the casting desk is going to be none other than Zakoto.
Thank you again for the introduction. I'm going to see both junglers starting out on the red side. They look a little bit different, the buffs. One looks like Roger, one looks like a dinosaur. But, a few interesting emblems. We're gonna see the Impure Rage on the Clint is something unexpected. That Weapon Master is pretty good with the recent buff. The junglers, neither of the junglers have Swift, which I think is a big mistake. Swift is such an underrated mini emblem that's, really helpful in their game. 10% clear doesn't seem that much, but it is. Already mana boost bought out by Empress, and in the bottom we're seeing the bruisers bruising.
Yep. But they're rotating
4-man rotation.
The bot lane. What? That's a little surprising here. Turtle's not even available.
It's still killing out Esmeralda. Esmeralda is playing it extremely well. Really good positioning. Playing behind the turret, not in the turret. Extremely good positioning, smelling something, cooking. But look at the Clint as well. Extremely good positioning coming from both sides, both side laners.
Ooh. Yep. This is quite interesting to see here. But looking at the top side, this just might be an attempt for it to dive towards this Queen. Or first going to check out the bushes here. Stan's going to landing alongside a lot of burst. He gets the hook here on towards Minotaur. Although the main focus is going to be the back line now. Flicker coming in, but just on the nick of time. So much burst damage from this Lancelot Thorn Rose.
That damage from Thorn Rose and the Executioner is gonna be insane, but that hook was a big initiation. If maybe it hit the first, but look at that!
Oh wait, Federer strike, first blood, Juju MC gonna get it all for the South Africa. Onto the table.
I don't know why the Phobius is gonna try to contest. Esmeralda is gonna go on him with that. But still, First turtle going for the side of South Africa. Roger didn't even go for the invade on the enemy buff.
Hook,
Hook,
landed it! There it is! This is what I'm talking about, easy, but hang on. Don Rose here coming in out towards like about, also tries to maybe trade it all, but Parsa here, so aggressive, but misses all the skill.
Again!
Federer trying just to maybe try to get someone, but again, cut the tape at that point, man.
I mean, the Lancer is gonna go for an invade. Hitman knocks him up, doesn't manage to get a blue buff. But still, he has the Vengeance on Phovis, which is a bit of a unique spell pick, because normally you'd see the Flicker just go out from the fight. But the Lancelot did a pretty big mistake here. He did not go for the XP crab, which gives a ton of gold and a ton of experience points in the early. Maybe he's just letting the Esmeralda get a power spike, but Thunderbolt peeked out so early.
Another damage coming in as the Minotaur's Fury lands on towards, still surviving. Juju MC finally gets traded. He gets away nonetheless. Is Roger going to be all alone here? Tries to go. Hook, gonna be missing here. And Michael just might escape. No, Lindo is saying no to that. And 6-0 here for the South Africa.
As you said, 6-0, 4,000 gold difference, 1 turtle ahead. And Esmeralda is building already the Thunderbolt. He has higher level than the Phovius and their jungler. I mean, she's doing an amazing job with that, initiation. But look at the Franco. We said, who knows? Maybe he's not gonna hit any hook. Maybe he's just gonna go for the flicker plays. But he has been hitting them perfectly. Come on now, Pythagoras and Theorem. He's gonna count out the dash. Just the quick math.
Oh! Let's right with the Federer strike. Super shady getting the kill there. This Franco is just insane. Oh, let's dive into the back line there. Massive CC initiation, but again, not enough to burst to clean up. But what was that hook?
I believe Lancer lost his puncher there and he couldn't go in. But look at Superlight. He's gonna take that buff for himself. Even with a support emblem, I don't think that's needed. However, it's a free buff. Lancer is gonna use that Rose to get it, but look at the Phobius. He's not rotating towards him. The Esmeralda is ever on the map. 7 kills to nail, 5,000 gold ahead, and a turtle again going in Lancelot's hands from what it seems like. One is rotating towards the mid, looking maybe to take that tower out. The Franco looking for a hook.
Yeah, hang on, puncher. Oh, use it all, utilize their cooldown gonna be there. Thorn Rose alongside with the oh, hang on. Let's get turret taken down.
Big play coming in from the first, using that ultimate to zone everyone out, but the Phovis is gonna chip out a tower in the bot lane. Juju MC, Lindo, and Velo TZ are there.
Yep. Oh, we're vengeance just a tank, maybe. We have a puncher, maybe, but just enough burst damage.
If I'm not mistaken,
towards the top lane here, alongside Super Shady, so tanky.
The Phovius, I believe, cancelled out a Bloody Hand of Franco, but we're gonna see. Oh my god, the damage! An Arcane Fires as well, mega kill!
Quite insane here, coming from the South Africa. I mean, this is making it look so easy right now with how they are playing and how they are rotating around the map.
It's all in the hands of the Lassel. Another hook!
Empress falling here alongside GGMC, gonna be the one who picked up kill, and this Franco is just on a rampage right now. I mean, cooldown just gonna be coming in, maybe in top lane. Is Jujuberg is gonna be the next target as the crossbow tank picks him up. And there's nothing that this Minotaur and Roger can do as Namibia tries to defend this. Maybe walking up is gonna be pretty risky. Tries to dash out. Hook also missing here, and this is gonna be a free mid lane turret for the side of South Africa.
Look out for their airstrike, just zoning out and almost killing that Minotaur. Look at that burst. Juju MC is already level 9. Archangel Michael is 4 levels down. Look at the Phobius.
Cancel once again. Bloody be cancelled. They are so huge for the start of Namibia, though. They tried to go dash here, and they are getting there one by one. Hitman at the start of this off. But that's not enough burst for Michael, though. He'll have to rotate over from the sides if he wants to pick him off, but looks like he's gonna go for a purple instead. Meanwhile, Lance on the backside is gonna ambush them. Lindo tries to go for a dash here. Poacher me missing here. Don Rose tries to connect in. It's just gonna be able to dash here. Dash in again. once more here for his team. South Africa getting one by one the members of Namibia Empress next year. Feather airstrike just overkill. First damage for their team.
Big engage coming in from Hitman FN. He managed to get 1 kill for the team of Namibia. Still 10,000 gold lead, 9,000 now, closing the gap shortly, but the turtle is not gonna get taken. I believe they're gonna wait for the 8-minute lord. Most gold earned right now is in the hands of Super Shady at 7,000 gold. That's, if I'm not mistaken, about 800 to 700 GPM. Let's look at that. 5 people in the top lane. They're not rotating towards the turtle. I mean, what can you do in their situation? You can't do much. You just have to play for split push. Clean has to split push. Roger has to split push. Minotaur has to stay with the Vexana and the obviously just stay in that fight. I mean, that's the job. We're gonna see the Lord spawning in 1 second, and the Roar has spawned the unique version of the Lord, and it's already getting melted below half HP almost.
Yeah, so fast here. I mean, one turret taken down for Namibia though, but I mean they lost mid lane in the process here. Hopefully the concussive blast from this turret will still be available for the Lord March if it comes towards mid lane.
I believe the Focus is blocking it out. The Roger is helping as well, just clearing out that wave. But I think the Lord, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say it might just merge down on the bot lane because it got hit a little bit, so it's lower than the mid lane. However, the top lane is 1 hit away from being broken. Robin, Hitman, Zubscore, Empress, and Archangel Michael are waiting on the bot lane. And look at Juju.
Yep, Juju just poking in. Still gonna have his ultimate back right as the Lord marches in. So again, great util and great improvise, but a little easy. I mean, he's trying to go for a hook maybe to the backline here.
Team South Africa is improving a lot. They synced up the Lords. Mid and top still have the tower abilities, but look at the Roger. He's just getting pushed away and poked out. Oh my god, that hook was so close.
So close. Yeah, but Lord's will be pushing down bot lanes. Yeah. Again, once again, Feather airstrike landing in. A lot of burst damage to the backline though. Oh, hang on. As prediction coming in. Not be landing anyone though. Lord still tanky, half HP. There is Phobius trying to go in. Hitman once again, but stunned and the knockup though coming in so strong for side Namibia. But Super Shady is getting tripped. Can't break the crossbow tag. Maniac alongside just Roger, Archangel Michael to defend 5 members of the side of South Africa right now, and possibly giving the Savage, but no. Super Shady just wants to end the game, playing up the top lane. In the main inhibitor is the next target here as they slowly take game number 1.
20-1 kill death assist ratio. I believe 15,000 gold in the lead, and South Africa takes that by a sweep, by a landslide. The snowball effect was too good. Obvious did almost make a comeback in the mid lane, but still it was not enough. His team was not close to him at all. Maybe if he had a flicker as well, he could have just chased a little bit better. However, that's what ifs, what could have, what should have. Let's take a quick look at the highlights, Linwell.
Yeah, I mean, taking a look at the highlights once again, a lot of burst damage here from Juju. Every single scenario, you're showing how the parts is just too insane. And I mean, that hook, if the Minotaur sidestep, it would have been the Roger who would have suffered and fallen there. And again, every single clip almost we see the Franco hooking someone here once again, and just so much potential here. South Africa has shown this.
And I agree with you completely. The East team, you know, I think they could take on Morocco. I think they could take on Morocco, honestly.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, how we've seen them play today, definitely.
I mean, it was an intense first match of the day, but remember, it's still a best of 3 series. So, you know, who knows what's happening in the game number 2.
Yep. Although, one thing that sort of noticed when we were drafting is that, I mean, again, out of Namibia, they don't really have someone who can apply pressure towards those lanes and get away quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you completely. They didn't have anyone to go for split pushes as well. The Roger is a good pick, but I don't think it's as good as it was previously in the jungle because he's not as tanky. Yeah, exactly. He cannot risk it all for no biscuits.
That's true.
A quick look at the statistics. We're gonna see 10-0 on the 1-1. I mean, it was basically a flawless game. Just 1 death coming from the Esmeralda, getting caught in the mid lane. But look at the damage dealt by the first 47,000 in 10 minutes. That's a big average. But even so, total healing, most damage healed. I mean, Esmeralda 31,000 more than the Phobius, and Phobius was always in their face. Yeah, that Warx, yeah, that Dominant's eyes. The top boots is an interesting choice, but still, the Esmeralda went for that Thunder belt first to just be a nuisance.
Yeah,
again, another
ready.
peak. I mean, if I were to judge extremely, the Sky Piercer on Roger, I don't think it's a pretty good item on the jungle. You need that Warx for the clear, you need that Endless for the heal as well. So, it's just peaking at nothing right now. But again, keep it in mind, Roger needs the Warx to scale a little bit. It's like Lancelot. He gains a lot of healing, a lot of CDR, a lot of healing, a lot of clear speed from that item. Windtalker is extremely good first item. That's what I go. I go for by the Endless or the Warx, depending on the game. Here, I would have went the Endless early just to heal a little bit more. But, I mean, they couldn't do anything. It was just a complete slaughter fest.
That's true. That's true. I mean, Roger, if you went for that build, I mean, it's more of a slow heal and rather be a finisher for your team, and seeing that how you have the burst potential for Namibia, but then again, I mean, the ones who always control the pace of battle was South Africa. I mean, it was just too difficult. I mean, Farsa literally flew under the radar for the first half of the draft. That just goes to tell you something.
So did the one on the most gold obtained in the game was from the side of South Africa, 9,833. Most gold on Namibia's side, 5,381. Most damage taken, 21,297. And the most damage, I believe that's the most damage dealt, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
I mean, it's still, rough to read these stats, but look at the damage towards 41,463 from the side of South Africa, 7,577 from Namibia, 2 Searchers, 1 Lord, and 9 Turrets. They just completely took out everything. Extremely good pushing at them as well. Only 2 Turrets in favor of Namibia. And the gold obtained from minions is at, I believe, almost 5,500 gold difference, but still, look at that. Most eliminations 1-1, most damage dealt, Juju, most assists, Velo TZ with that insane hook, and the most gold, 9,833 again from Super Shadow.
Yeah, I mean, that game was just sensational for the 1-1. He just had as much as room to play with and as much as damage to deal. Even, diving the Clint in his turret, we just, was it 1 level difference, 2 level difference, popped him like a bubble, just instantly.
Too much damage, Linuel.
Yeah. Well, very much so. And I mean, going on to game number 2, maybe South Africa, I mean, if they're going to stick with the same strategy, Namibia is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No, I agree with you completely. Who knows what Namibia is going to pull in game draft number 2. Who knows, maybe they've seen the comfort picks of Team South Africa. Maybe they're going to ban out the Lancelot, ban out the Farsa, ban out the Franco. I mean, you wouldn't pick the Franco if it wasn't one of your, signature picks, or your comfort picks.
Yeah.
But again, best of 3 series, 2 more games, 2 more possible games to go. Who knows, will South Africa take the win in the next one, or will Namibia turn it around? But with that last statement, we're going to go on a short little break, give the teams a little time to think about what's going to happen next, how we will proceed. Just 5 minutes, go get something to eat, something to drink, relax a little bit. It's this cool summer heat. Maybe go get an ice cream from your freezer. Wanna be right?
All right, folks, welcome back to the Iesf Africa Qualifiers 2025. It's day 2 of the group stage here, Group C and D. We've seen the first game of the match, South Africa versus Namibia. Game number 1 taken by South Africa. Once again, will Namibia be able to make a comeback? I'm your caster, Linwell. Joining me in the casting desk is gonna be none other than Sakota. Wait, I pointed the wrong side.
You pointed the wrong way, but it's alright. We know who. They know who you're talking about. The goat right here on the right side of the screen. But we did see South Africa completely destroying Team Namibia, 20-1. But I think let's see what Namibia is gonna go and do with the draft. We are already gonna, I'm already thinking they're gonna ban out the Frank. I would, seeing those, consistent hooks. Maybe even the Lancelot or the Fart. 3 good choices right there. Linwell, do you think we're gonna see Orano's jungle? Be honest. The possibilities.
Unlikely. These two teams know. They saw it yesterday. They're gonna ban him off. If he's open and free, that's just free real estate. And maybe. Who knows? We're seeing again Ranger and Matilda ban right now, so maybe Uranus might slip through the crack.
The Franco is gonna get banned down. Namibia on the left side and South Africa on the right side, just for the viewers. First pick going to Namibia's side. Franco is a good ban. He was landing those iron hooks pretty consistent, but the healer's gonna get banned out. She is an invade heavy hero. It's annoying to deal with her when you're a squishy jungler, as you know. Even a squishy mid lane is annoying in the early game. On the XP as well, if you're playing something on the line that doesn't have a really good power spike to level 4, it's still risky. But what do you think is going to be the next one? Do you think they're going to ban out the one on the Lancelot or the Farsa?
Farsa most likely here, at least with how much of pressure South Africa showed. If they don't ban the Farsa, maybe they're going to pick it up for themselves as the first pick here. Which, again, probably Empress going to be on the mage role here. So I'm still questioning though, is the Uranus still going to be open here, Zagota?
I pray that Lyndon's going to go jungle Uranus. We're going to see the Kalia getting banned out. A repeat of game number 1. She's going to look backwards. Come on, Uranus jungle! We're praying right now to God. But who knows? Who knows? The possibilities are endless. That's why I love Mobile Legends Bang Bang. That's why I love when we get into the land of dawn. There's so many possibilities for the jungle. That's my favorite role. Literally, you look to me like a gold laner. I don't know, man.
Nah, I'm a roamer here. Strictly, there's bulky front players. Set up your team. What do you mean, lies? Wait, Uranus is open. Uranus is open. Is this it?
I don't think Namibia is gonna pick it. I think South Africa. But if Lindo picks it, I'm gonna be extremely happy and I'm gonna, scream at the top of my lungs. Joking, of course, but I'm gonna get banned out. And Linwell is a 1-1 main, chat. 1-1 main on my left. Not a very good one, but still a 1-1 main.
But I am 1. 1-1. Alright. I just lost years of my life making that joke, but again, Zakota, you're a jungler main, right? In this case.
Yes, exactly.
So how's your experience playing the Uranus? How many games do you have with him in the jungle this season?
20 games on the jungle.
20.
We're gonna see Empress taking out the bird. It's banned out all the time, so he's gonna be XP Uranus. He's gonna be experience lane.
No, stop it out.
Come on. I'm gonna call them right now. Hold on, let me just check my phone.
Dial.
I'm gonna dial. I'm gonna see. Hey, can you go? Uranus in the jungle is gonna make me really happy. But it's still a good pick on the experience lane. It's just a browser annoying hero. If you don't have a counter to it, what can you do? Just ban it out. That's the easiest way to counter hero you don't want to play against. Just ban it out.
Yeah, but since
what is Namibia gonna pick to counter? The Baxia on the XP works. I've seen it one time. A Baxia damage winning Uranus. But we're gonna see Linda taking out that Yisun Shin. Come on, my hopes are still up. What if it's a Yisun Shin gold lane or a Yisun Shin XP? Come on. Possibilities are endless.
I can feel the copium so much from the side of Sakota right now.
Jungle's mains need to cope. We don't have any heroes to play besides Fanny, Ling, Hayabusa, Yisushin, Uranus, Suyu, Martis, Lucas, Amon. There's so little heroes to play. It's not that many.
So little. Just just around 10 or 15 or 20. Like that's just more than
I mean,
Band section.
as a jungle main, you put me on anything with a retribution, I'm gonna do extremely well. But the Iksha getting picked out, one of your favorite picks, if I'm not mistaken, and the Terizla on the experience lane. Into an Uranus at Terizla, it's 50-50. But the Zetian is locked and loaded for Team South Africa. Due to MC, we saw how crazy she was on that Farsa, and as we know, Zetian is a direct counter to Farsa, if I'm not mistaken, with a big AoE ultimate. I mean, it's ever on the map, so you know it's a stun.
Yep, indeed. And the only thing they'll have to Juju has to look out for is, I mean, the cooldowns are much more vastly different. Zitian is, again, you can't really spam her ultimate unlike Farsa here, so moving to the mid to the late, you want to have the prio goal towards your team here, at least for the mid lane. So, I mean, mid lane control is going to be pretty interesting to see.
Hayabusa again, getting banned out is a really bad choice, because honestly, I would never pick Hayabusa into Yushin, Uranus, and Uzetian. Uranus gonna get banned out, leaving out the clean. I mean, what's a direct counter to Iksha? Something can just go away. I mean, something can walk to the right a little bit. The Nathan.
Blood.
What would be a good... The Ruby would be extremely good for Team South Africa right now. A Ruby
Really?
golden. Yes.
Yes,
I mean, yeah. Good.
A lot of CC, you can see the vision, yeah, indeed. And I mean, you can even go for a flicker hook combo here with maybe pull the Farsa towards your team, which again, we have seen South Africa utilize a lot of that initiate potential from the hookers. And since Franco's not here, maybe the Ruby.
I mean, the other day we did see a minister, but I got just gonna get banned out, just denying them crowd control effect a ton. And the Moscow, which is a great pick. Good ban coming from Namibia. Maybe it's gonna be a turn around for game number 2. Still, it's looking a little bit iffy. South Africa still has a better drive just by that Uranus and Isushin. That just leaves out Lancelot, the Fanny, and the Ling for the left team. Because I mean, I still want to go on Ling into this. Ling is so risky nowadays. What could they go in well?
I mean, a long range assassin, not really an option. Nolan, maybe, but then again, I feel like the best option could be... It's still not coming to my mind.
The Lancelot?
Perhaps. I mean, but against this comp?
But dang, Rome, Ruby, Golden. I'm calling it out. They have the damage from Yusoshin, they have the damage from Uzetian. I don't think they're gonna lack that in the tower pushing sector, because as we know, Ruby is just gonna out heal Ixia, and just using that, you know, Bigon Wolf team is gonna stun her, and there's the Ammo Fenner pulling and the tower pulling, the Teresa pulling the Farsa away. There's just so many possibilities.
Yep. I mean, all the while we're talking about Ruby, it's just going through my head a possible edit of us, like, casters are technically brainwashing the audience. Ruby is not even visible on the map, but they're already hypothesizing about it. But then again, I mean, could be interesting. And again, a glue in this matchup. Wait, this is a Rome glue coming in from Namibia.
A glue Rome is an interesting, and then last one getting picked out as well. You know, again, 2 great picks coming in, but I don't know if the glue on the Rome is a viable choice nowadays, because it's not that great. Because you just don't have that set stun, just not that, you know, good. There's way too many better heroes than the Minotaur, the Tigreal. I mean, even the Frank we saw last game, I mean, it's banned out right now, but there are so many better choices. The show is open. What else is a great hero? Even the Hellcourt will work here, because you have the Teresa, you have that the Shadow Nightfall, you can just split push, you can just go for the opposite goal laner and just win it out.
That's true, that's true. And then the
Roger gold lane. Wait, isn't she in gold lane?
Wait.
Copium?
Wait. Roger EXP? Oh wait, Roger EXP,
No,
Uranus, Jungle. You shouldn't in gold lane?
Yeah. That's right. You're right, you're so right. The cope is coming through the microphone to the screens. But, I mean, as we know, the Uranus is gonna go in the XP. Lindo is gonna take the decent Shin on the jungle. You know, best of 3 series yet again. Namibia versus South Africa. 1 point towards South Africa, so they just need 1 more to win. Namibia wins, they're gonna need 2 points to take it back. But still, We saw game one. Who are you going for? Who are you rooting for this time?
I mean, draft-wise, looking at the table, I would have gone for Namibia a little bit, but the glue roamed through it off. Again, Terisla pretty slow on the rotate, so now, I mean, I got to stick with South Africa once again.
I agree with you on that. I think I'm going to go with South Africa as well. I mean, it's, you know, and we saw how they played in game number one. And I think, you know, it's going to be a slight bit of that, you know, momentum and that feeling.
Perhaps. Yeah. Well, hopefully, though, I mean, things can change for Namibia if they do find their spot and if they find their momentum, which is a little bit difficult in their losing end. But folks, we are going to head back into the Land of Dawn here. Game number two of the first series for day 2 here. Iesf Africa Qualifiers 2025. South Africa versus Namibia. Namibia on the blue side, South Africa on the red side. Will Namibia may be able to make a comeback? Only stay tuned and watch.
I mean, we're gonna see a blue star coming from the west, so just allowing him to use that mana more wisely, even allowing him to possibly go for an invade. He has just a better clear speed, and I believe the Lancelot missed his puncture by a little bit, so it just slowed him down with that rotation. I mean, looking at the emblems, there is nothing out of the ordinary, just that Terisla having that firmness extra skill instead of that agility to allow him to run a bit faster, but we're gonna see an interesting choice of emblem on the glue. He's gonna have that extra cooldown on the flicker reduction. I mean, it's definitely a unique, but look at that. Urano is just not a care in the world. He's gonna go for a high cut already.
Indeed. And since now, I mean, oh wait, hang on, we'll have to hold that thought there. A huge initiate. Lindo getting first kill here. Huge burst damage there. I mean, super shady execution damage from that like a bat.
In a ton of damage, but look at Archangel Metal. He got level 4 before Lindo, and he has the Phantom Execution. He could go for a shutdown kill.
Yeah, I mean, has to play it safe. His tank not available in map. Mage position backwards. Super shady zoning out Zip Scope right now.
I mean, not much you can do. Zap Scope is playing at a disadvantage. The lane is being frozen in Super Shady's honor, but look at that! Mountain Shocker forcing the flicker out.
Super shady. Hang on, super low.
Like a bounce
coming in. But not have burst damage. Just gonna be able to kill that up with passive.
The Lancelot is getting chased out of the turtle pit by that Uranus. Blue is there for us as they are not level 4. Juju MC did get her Phoenix Protocol ultimate. Look at Tidman, he has his 4. He can go for an engage. Velo has his wall ready to go, but look at that damage!
Vitalizer starting in with a massive penalty strike here. Although Flicker play, it's gonna allow the Phoenix drop here to stun a massive target for South Namibia. Although they got a huge pickoff.
Iesf does not have his Mountain Sugar. He just is in the top lane. Retributions still in both hands of the junglers. One kill in the hands of Namibia to the same. I mean, it's 1-1. Just 1-1.
1-1. But
Mountain
now
Shocker
utilizes it. Vision given here. Empress seeing the
Empress
and gonna be stunned here, but flickers out into safety. We do have Trisla here with the re-engage. Doesn't have the penalty zone if he wants to commit. Turtle into half HP. Super like zoning off Robin right now when no vision is gonna be available for Archangel to try to steal it, and Turtle gonna fall into the hands of South Africa.
Robin is just standing still. He's just showing a dominance move right there. But we're gonna see the wings by wings getting used the force to escape, as you said. But look at Archangel Michael. He is just getting poked. Oh my god!
Yeah, massive fist crack there. Empress gonna fall there, but hang on, Phantom Execution. Gonna do a lot of burst on Juju, so low on HP. Tries to finish off. Archangel Michael gets out of range. This is where the crucial Yushin Shin comes in play. I mean, close range, long range, he has it all.
The Lancelot still had his retribution. He could have used it on Juju M to take out a kill. Look at that top lane. We're gonna see an initiation coming in from Team South Africa. Iesf has his boat ready. He has his Mountain Shock ready. But look at that! And there's turret!
Oh, hang on, because we're diving. That's a first kill against you, Scorp here. And Blue's trying to go in for re-engage, but in land, he's too late. And just go for a stick onto Lindo. Though flickers out, Lycan Pounce coming in.
Lycan Pounce.
Deal some burst damage onto him, and turret's gonna be main priority.
Look at the Lancelot in the mid lane.
Meanwhile, I mean, he just took so much damage there. Ludo still trying to defend top lane here all alone. Let's have the split onto action, but again, gonna be taken out by Super Shady. But still, though, we do have a wave split coming in, but a massive fence crack on towards the wall. Stance jump scorps here. Lindo trying to go in, but not having a mountain shocker available. Not gonna be having the burst needed to finish them off.
And look at that, Orlando is just blowing with that there. It's like Demon Hunter swords in the hands of Super Shady, but look at that fight!
Oh, hang on, gonna stun on the walls. Jim score. Again, not enough healing there. Good fall, and losing out on siege minion as well. But wait, hang on. As penalty zone onto the super slide, and this Uranus is so tanky with a lot of revitalize and the concentration. Instead, almost taking down Archangel Michael alongside though, but he's 3 against 1 right now. Empress so low on HP, has to flicker out into safety, and Hitman will be executing him. Assassination on towards this massive celestial being.
So much damage getting tanked out by the runners. If he had that flicker instead of the revitalize, he would have escaped, because just that extra damage is gonna be such a time saver, such a lifesaver as well. But the third is gonna go almost unchallenged. Robin is there.
Oh, I know Split could be ready here, but there is gonna be the Phoenix Descent on towards here. Full barrage coming in, but not gonna be on any of the targets right as Velotizi picks him up, and Robin is gonna be next as Juju MC picks the next kill, and all by all, Namibia first fall back, but a massive stun out towards Empress with a mounted shocker, not enough burst damage. Velotizi hovering over, he wants to finish it off, maybe, but backs off. Toppling turret is more in their priority right now.
5,000 gold leads in the hand of South Africa. 2 turrets as well, 2 turtles following through. But look at the
damage. Droop score again. They can play with the fist cracks here. Juju FC picking up kill. This Ixia is not being able to breathe in his lane. But hang on, Robin trying to re-engage. No, too late already.
Not much they can do there. Roger has his Lycan Pulse ready to go. He's winning the lane by a landslide. 2-0-3. Compared to the Neil for Neil. Zapscope, Ixia. Look at Fovis. I mean Fovis, the Tigreal. Not much he can do. Archangel Michael.
Oh, has managed to escape. Just a matter of split second. But there's gonna be the Phoenix Descent on towards the backline here. Jub's got some trouble. No, Super Shady gonna be knocked up once again. Plus full barrage comes in, but he's just too low on HP to fully commit. Still escapes though, but the revitalize keeping the rest of South Africa healthy. Terisla tries to counter back, but he's gonna be all alone in the front lines with not really any targets to out damage here, folks. And South Africa are just getting away with murder right now.
Not much Namibia can do, but look at that gold lead. 8,000 gold lead in the favor of Team South Africa.
Yeah.
Man, this is
that's
pure.
great.
Look at that.
So much burst here. I mean, Namibia can't even walk forward anymore at this point without risking taking some kills, giving some kills towards South Africa.
I mean, we did talk about this Houston Shin the other day. He is an assassin with a stun and with an extra long range. It does a ton of damage, 600, 700 per basic attack, if I'm mistaken. But look at Mountain Shocker.
Oh, starts it in, man. Robin's next target, but Split gonna give him that survivability. Instead of full barrage, and a shot down goes towards Robin. And wait, he's going for a fist combo here. Super Shady gonna be the one picked up the kill. South Africa here for the Reds, maybe for the Brethren, but it's gonna be Romer for the jungler here, as the turret is gonna protect the rest of Namibia.
Hitman FN is getting poked out of first. I cannot do much. The Lancelot didn't manage to get that kill, if I'm not mistaken. But the lower is still gonna get challenged by the Roger. He has a Demon Hunter short. He can take it down basically by himself. Not a fact very well, but if you're in the human form of Roger, you actually do a lot more damage with basic attacks because he has Demon Hunter sword passive on the basics.
Yeah. Well, penalty zone on towards Juju. Though still has the passive to knock them back if they try to dive here, and Namibia instead trying to go for a retreat. Oh, that's all here coming in, but I mean, damage right now for him is just a little bit of a poke rather than a burst here, and Robin forced to flicker out so early as the Lord marches down the mid lane.
Roger finally picking up his full Trinity build, if I'm not mistaken. Super Light picks out his dominance. Jojo MC is clearing the wave, just allowing it to crash into that shield ability. Even so, the Lord is marching down the bottom lane, so she's gonna clear the dead wave. What are we expecting? Are we expecting an end? Are we expecting a defense?
Oh, most likely flicker play coming in alongside with Phoenix Descent. 5-man stun though. giving them enough time to take the turret. Penalty's not coming in, not going to be connecting on anyone as the rest of South Africa marches forward. Feather airstrike and alongside with the full barrage. To all damage, maybe the backline as Super Shady picks up the kill instead with a split still attached onto
Super Shady.
Uranus. Super Light is just too tanky right now. 3 for 1. Super Shady falls to the hands, but Inhibitor strong and healthy. There's the volley of this crack combo. Double TC stunning the backline, not giving an opportunity to stun as slowly South Africa take game number 2 and take the victor over Namibia.
Best of 2 series, as you said, won by South Africa by a landslide. Huge props to Team Namibia for playing it out so well. I mean, I wasn't expecting South Africa to be this strong. I think they had a big chance against even Egypt. If I'm not mistaken, Egypt could be taken down by South Africa.
Well, it's definitely if the cards fall in the right place, but folks, I mean, we gotta look at the highlights once again. It's so much burst damage onto the glue in early game, not what you expect.
The glue early game, he doesn't have any items, he doesn't have that escape ability using his ultimate, that stick. But look at the Lancelot, he couldn't do anything. Juju MC just sustaining a bit of damage. If maybe used that retribution, he could have gotten a kill more than early, but still. Not much you can do in the situation, you're not expecting to use the retribution, but look at set on glue. Too much damage coming from Juju.
Yep, I mean, and this entire game, I mean, the win condition on Namibia was their intensive teamfight potential, but it was all cancelled out with either the Phoenix Descent or just South Africa countering by marking Zoop's Corp every single time in every single scenario. And even right now, I mean, he's forced to back, not going to be using a full barrage, which, again, can't really position well.
The full barrage is a good ultimate, but they still can just walk out of it. I mean, we have seen it multiple times, even in that last team fight, they just walked out from it. But Super Shady has the better hero, honestly. Lycan Pounds is just an immunity, he has that extra damage, he has 2 forms, he has a lot of movements. Look at, just goes in, goes out. He walks in the turret and takes a little bit of damage, but you know,
Yeah,
minor mistake.
definitely. Minor. I mean, things happen, you know, in the heat of the game. And a skill shot shot in the other direction. But nonetheless, though, I mean, we can all agree that Namibia, they had a decent strategy going in, but that's not the right setter for those team fights.
Not much they can do in that scenario. We're gonna see, I mean, even the difference. Look at the items of Team South Africa compared to the team of Namibia. Half of the team has roaming boots bot to allow the jungle and the lowest member of the team to get more gold. So just gonna stack it up. And I mean, Farsa couldn't do anything. Bloodwing's first item is a bit of a stretch. It's not that great because you don't do as much damage as you did in the previous patches. The glowing one is right now the best item in the game for mages. Any mage you play, glowing one is a must. It has slowdown, it has a burn damage, and it has cooldown reduction, and on top of that you do anti-heal. So you know, keep that in mind, especially into a draft with Uranus, Roger, Yisun Shin, and Badang. You just need that. Even the Zetian.
Yeah.
You really need that anti-heal. Much healing. And there is a fully built his Antiquarius extremely early, instead of going for maybe a Dreadnought followed by an Oracle or a Queen Wings. I mean, it's just easy pickings right now. And Robin, the Cursed Helmet, no, not a big fan. You're a roamer, you need that anti-heal first. Even maybe going for some defense, the Dreadnought, as I said. The Magic Robe is a good first item early because they have so much damage, so many sources. You can't just really build custom and say, you know, I'm gonna rock with it.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, even if they went with the most optimum build, South Africa, they just had the faster rotate. Uranus, cut waves, Badang has insane mobility, Roger has insane mobility, Yisun Shin has insane mobility. The only one who is going to be walking slowly is this Zetian. And nonetheless, she can be miles away to just drop, press the ultimate, Fury Phoenix, blast on towards the enemy, and 5-man stun while you're feather air striking, while you're full barraging, while you're dashing with the puncture. You get stunned, you die.
I mean, that's right. As you said, they had 2 static heroes. They had the Iksha, they had the Farsa.
Yeah.
A really popular combo back then was the Iksha Eve, because you know you had that RWM, real or manipulation, just looking down with the feather in the middle, just tanking them, and the Iksha on top of that using physical as well. I mean, that's a complete sorter. But nowadays, you just need something else on the Roma, I think, and they would have done a little bit better. And on the goal lane, the Isha is a premature pick. I think it was one of the first picks of the game, so it was too early.
Yeah.
There was a Clint, which is a good pick. There is the Moscow, which they banned out, the Iritel, the 1-1, which was banned out. But there are so many other picks that are left on the table. Even the YSS on goal lane, it may sound like a joke, but it's not that huge. I mean, you have to try it out. You have to try it out.
I don't know. I mean, maybe perhaps looking back in the past couple of years ago, I mean, you wouldn't think of putting Budang on the roam position. But here we are today, one of the most dominant roamers here in the game. I mean, well, maybe Zakoda could be onto something, folks.
I mean, I could be cooking. I mean, Isushin Golin has been, you know, worked on in the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken, but that's a little bit far away from Africa, from where we are. But are you excited about the next series, Mr. Linwell?
Yes, indeed. Ooh, it's gonna be a very spicy one. South Africa, once again, who are they gonna be facing up against?
It's gonna be, as you said, South Africa versus, if I'm not mistaken, let me check, Congo.
Congo? Yeah, Congo.
I mean, the match previously promised on stream was Madagascar versus Zimbabwe. We're sorry we're not able to show that, but we're gonna show another spicy match. South Africa versus Congo. Incredible second game. But Linwell, I think we need to get a break, a long break, to get the teams a chance to, you know, catch up. Especially to South Africa, they played an amazing series. They played extremely well. We're gonna be right back after this break.
Right, folks, once again, welcome back to the Iesf Africa Qualifiers 2025. It's been a heck of a journey. We've had game number 1 featuring South Africa versus Namibia, but this time a change of pace. Gonna have different, I guess, a change to the schedule right now. Is that right, Skota?
I mean, it is a change to the scenery. As I say, it's going to be Tunisia versus Nigeria upcoming. There was a bit of a mistake in the scheduling, but still, we're going to have an amazing match. We have seen what Team Tunisia is able of in the other Iesf qualifiers in the last few years. I mean, they're contenders to take it all the way. I mean, they have amazing players, old players. They've been together for a long time. King Jen, Kaizo. I mean, there's so many players there on that team that are really impressive.
Very well said indeed. And now this time going up against a little bit of the newcomers, at least maybe in the scene. They probably could have played maybe in the past, but I mean, Tunisia a lot on their boat here to face against Nigeria right now. And I mean, considering that, Zagoda, could you highlight a little bit on these players? I mean, past history. How long have they been playing?
Team Tunisia has been playing for, I believe, four and a half years together, but let's do a quick interaction. Kaizo, King Jen, Pau, Zotrik, Yorichi, Mohamed Amira, Mohamed Becher, Hamed Rabilis, Ahri Turki, Atlan Sarini. These players, we have seen them previously. I believe Kaizo is going to fill out on the mid lane position today. He is normally the marksman, but they had a few issues among themselves, but still, it's going to be an amazing lineup, a strong lineup, and, you know, something to look forward to even in the finals.
Yep, I mean, change of roster is always fun to see, and maybe adaptability will be something which I'm really interested if Tunisia will be able to pull off, especially if they move further into the rounds here for the tournament at least. But speaking of the tournament, we're gonna look at the roster of the side of Team Nigeria. From the top is gonna be Void Haka, Cheesy, Cyan, Hatred, as well as Conquester. And the names are Teslim Akredolu, Cheesy Mansour, Great Eshiet, Oladimeji Suleiman. Sorry about that. Aino Lua Kobiowo. And yep, it's pretty new names to see, but I mean, there's a little bit of familiarity. I think I've seen them play before, at least once or twice in the past.
I think indeed we have seen them before, but will they manage to take it against one of the favorites to win? Or I mean, who knows? Best of 3 series. Well, I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I know the drafting of Team Tunisia is, I mean, of Team Tunisia, I was gonna say a mistake, but their draft is really well thought out. They have a good mental behind the draft. I'm not gonna tell them to pick around the draft. I'm not gonna influence them. But I have played in scrims against them, and they're really solid. Yes, they didn't win me, but you know, I mean, still, it's they've been playing it extremely well. They have good micro, good macro. They have a lot of drafting knowledge. They played in other tournaments as well, so you know, it's familiar faces for me.
Yep, but I mean, again, a lot of praises to Tunisia. Now it seems like Nigeria will be dark horses going up against them. If they'll be able to stand a chance, we'll have to see in the first draft phase. But you know, Zago, the interesting fact, at least today, is yesterday we saw a bunch of teams from Group Number A, what I was saying, Group A. Today, day 2, we're seeing Group C in the first game, and now the second game it's Group B. So a lot of these different playstyles, although still the same concept sticking around. And I mean, Group D maybe tomorrow could be an option.
I mean, who knows? But I feel like zigzagging around the group is going to give us a broader idea of what these teams can do and what they can achieve. We saw one of the strongest teams from Group C is South Africa. I didn't expect them to be this strong. They improved a lot. I mean, knowing people in Group A, Group B, and some people in Group C, actually, they played in previous years. It's, you know, nice to see the familiar faces, familiar names as well. So I'm looking really forward to the draft of game number 2. Actually, series number 2. But Lionel, who do you think we're gonna have on the jumping level? Do you think there's gonna be an Ramos jungle? Let's keep the meme going.
Perhaps. I mean, fire jungle is always fun to see. I mean, again, you have the artillery mage, the front line, and then if maybe you go for a tanky jungler, I think you might even slot the Arlot here in the XP
Even
lane, which
Uranus.
yeah, even Uranus. But I don't know. Uranus, he's gonna get banned once again. Game number 1. I
Who
don't think
knows?
that
Who
these
knows?
teams are gonna test the waters, though, right?
Lionel, who knows? At the end of the day, we know
Who
it's
knows?
night, but Uranus with the consecration, it really helps the team a ton. Just soaking up the damage for your frontliners as well. Like, I mean, you're a better frontliner than your roamer, than your XP laner. But Uranus is really reliant on his team. He needs a good team with a set of stuns. I mean, an Arlot, as you said, on the roam, possibly to just help along, a Ruby on the XP or Ruby on the gold even, and just put some damage to this, because you really lack that on Uranus. Yes, you do a ton of damage, but you lose out in the long run because you're just gonna build a concentrated energy and it's gonna be, a long-ish game. But
That's true.
I think we're gonna head into game number 1 draft of series number 2. Tunisia versus Nigeria.
All right. Tunisia on the blue side, Nigeria on the red side, starting us off with the bans here. Tunisia, especially, they want to get a good first pick at least. I believe. I mean, Nigeria though, are there any certain heroes that they want to target? Is the question.
I don't know a lot about Nigeria's draft, but I know a lot about Tunisia. And we're gonna see Kaizo indeed on the mid lane. We're gonna see Sabo on the gold lane. 2 players. Sabo is an old player, but he's not as good as Kaizo is on the gold lane. But I mean, I'm gonna see. I mean, who knows? Maybe Sabo is the mid laner.
Maybe, yeah, even. The roster's a little bit of a mystery right now. I mean, it's changed for sure, but is it that changed for the better is the question. Nigeria, on the other hand, like you said, we don't really know much about them, and this is gonna give us at least a taste of them. Oh, okay. I mean, a good
Keep
first
pushing.
ban coming in. Yep. Although, are we gonna be targeting the mages? Is once again a question here. Varsity was open a lot in game series, the first series, and we saw Team South Africa, as well as Namibia, utilize that to the full potential, more to the first one.
I mean, depends. We're gonna see the material getting banned out, back to joining out as well. I'm gonna expect the runners to get banned out by Team Nigeria. I think Tunisia is gonna leave it open, but what could be a good first choice? The first getting banned out, allowing the can be picked on the mid lane for Team Tunisia is gonna be, I think open and go draft for either of the teams. But
Yeah.
we can never know.
There it is.
The runners getting banned out.
Like I said, Zerota, I mean, there's no team that's gonna leave Uranus open. And the first time, on the other hand, you mentioned Kaizo being a great marksman player, and now with Akimi, I mean, shows a lot of flexibility. Could even be slotted in the mid lane.
I mean, I believe it's going to be a key mid lane. Sabo is indeed a gold player, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to see the Zetian getting picked out on the right side. So, it's an interesting choice. Picking out a mage, counter another mage, it's unique. I would have picked something else instead of, I would have picked the Jukshin over the Zetian.
Yeah. If they had to pick a mage, right, in the first place here. I mean, that's a different story if you don't want to get it banned off, but down here alongside, a lot of CC though, but I'm not sure if that's the correct decision
Badang
to be made.
Arlot, great
Yeah.
pick so far. We've seen in the other games. Wait, hold on. I just realized something. I believe South Africa has Nigeria players. The Super Squad. Super Dark and Super Light, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh? Or, I mean, is it like a slogan for them? Like, I mean,
Who knows? Maybe they have
Super,
a
yeah.
multi-country squad.
They have a community, maybe even perhaps like the super
The
community.
super community.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Indeed, but
Moscow getting picked out. What could they pick for Nigeria? I think they could pick the jungler right now. What would be a good pick?
okay. I mean, a great jungler being banned already, so assassin junglers could be an option, but
Oh, Fredrin.
Virgin here,
Does that
I don't
mean
know if
they're
I
gonna
like
pick?
this.
No. It's a great pick. It's an early pick. It's a counter to the Kimi somewhat and the Moscow because of
Yeah.
that taunt that is gonna target you. But are they gonna go with an Irritel on the goal lane to completely deny the Moscow farm? I mean, that's what I would do.
Well, I mean, again, but the approach to the heroes for Tunisia have right now. I mean, a lot of knockback, a lot of lock-in spells, so be hard to navigate. Again, Conquer, a lot of work can be given on towards him, but now second draft phase, bans can be started in, and jungle bans from the side of Nigeria.
Hayabusa getting banned out, expecting Team Tunisia to ban out the goal lanes. The Irritan needs to go, the one needs to go. Those two, I would say, are the priority. Even the Clean is okay against the Moscow, but the Irritan is just, a complete monster in the mid late game. So it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Very much indeed. And I mean, the one thing about Moskov, you have difficulty for that range. So most of the time, Flicker and the Spirit of Destruction comes in handy. But laning phase, that's where you gotta think ahead, I'd say. So now, maybe try to give him the edge, at least, like you say, retail ban. But
The
Bruno also,
Bruno,
yeah. Yeah.
great ban as well.
That's quite fair, yeah.
And it goes well against the Moscow, but what else can you pick against it? The Irritel, as I said, the one on I actually, I changed my mind, but it's still a pretty good pick because you have a tanky frontliner, you have the Wuzetian to give out that stun, so the loud one to get the mark, and you have that vision coming from Zetians as well.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
True,
I mean, even
true.
if they ban out, the Romer could be banned, so they have to ban either an XP or they have to ban a gold. The Ling is gonna get banned out. Interesting.
I guess they do want to get a heavy backline composition here for Nigeria, or at least keep their backline safe for now. But then again, I think the marksman is going to be the last pick for their side. Meanwhile, the side of Tunisia here, final bans.
I think the Irritel has to go. The Irritel or the Lapu Lapu, they have to go.
One of the two, yeah.
Even the Ruby, actually. The Ruby, I mean, no.
A lot of options.
With the Ruby, you risk too much, wouldn't have any damage. The Granger.
What?
They're gonna leave the Irritel open?
A little risky, right? Here.
Extremely risky, in my opinion. Are they gonna go for the Akai jungle for the side of Tunisia? I think that's the only viable bet that I have. I mean, the Suyu is there. What else would be viable? Hayabusa's banned out, Link's banned out, Isunshin's banned out, Lancelot's banned out, Baksha's banned out.
Well, Skota, call me crazy. What about a Bane?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Bane into a Fredrin Badang. I don't know about that, buddy. You have that fist crack coming from the Badang, you're not gonna knock him up, he's gonna stun you afterwards. You have that Fredrin with the taunt, you're gonna get taunted and pulled closer into Wuzetian. And there's the Irritel I was talking about. And what is gonna be the XP or roam for Team Nigeria? What do you think? The Lapu Lapu? The Phobius?
Yeah. One of the two here works great and is great in setting up those team fights. And if they go for the Phobius, I very much prefer if they go for a Flicker instead, which we've seen a lot of these teams go for a Vengeance at least, which, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan.
I mean, I agree with you completely. Vengeance seems like an unnecessary. Yes, you get more tank. Yes, you're a bit more of a frontline, but with the Flicker you can escape every single situation. I mean, it's so... It's such a risky pick because you have the Lapu Lapu, which is almost a direct counter. You have the Glue, which is a pretty good pick. Because already Tunisia picked out their mage, picked out their marksman, so it's already a 50-50.
Very much so. What?
Export jungle and the Kalea.
Okay. I mean, Kalea to this strat here, very dive-heavy composition, but you're going to be forcing the Purify on towards the Irritel, perhaps even. If
the
not,
CC on the XP to counter the Arlo to roam. Huh. I mean, the Arlo... Wait.
Yeah.
Will the CC... Hold on. Who is the roamer for Tunisia? Is it the Kalea?
Most likely, I believe, because again, Kalea EXP is a little slower now that they nerfed her damage a little bit, so the wave clear potential is slower. But then again, if Tunisia makes it work, I mean, I could definitely see a world where that is possible.
I mean, I see it. I mean, I see the vision with the Kalea. It's just gonna bait out the Purify. Only Irritel and Wuzetian can take it. But do you really need it on Wuzetian?
Not really, yeah. Yeah, because look who's gonna dive on towards her. You have the Arlet, maybe the Kalea, but the rest of the team are all gonna be the backline or gonna be immune to it already. Arlet, most likely, I mean, Zetian could hurt if he tries to go for a Flicker Final Slash combo, dive to her, and then instead be pushed back. So, could work in the favor. Then again, it's a long cooldown.
I mean, it depends, because everything would go both ways. 25 seconds for either of these ultimates. But we are into game number 1 between Team Tunisia and Team Nigeria. The last of today's series.
Yep, indeed, and starting us off, gonna be an opposite jungle here. Oh, never mind, it's a huge jungle funnel with both the buffs being contested for the side of Tunisia here. They're prepping this export up for a fast jungle.
I mean, that's the power with Calais. You won't lose out any of the HP. You're just gonna heal it right back up with your passive, but still, Morgan's gonna contest it by the Badine, just allowing him to give some vision. A quick look at the emblems, nothing out of the ordinary. I like the Swift on the Fredrin jungle. Is just gonna allow him to do a ton more damage. I do not like that he has the tank emblem. I think the support is still a little bit superior because you have that extra taunt possibility, and you just lower CD. It depends. It can go extremely both ways.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we have seen the
Sacrificing
answer.
something.
We've seen the answer. It is not. It is the super family. It's Super Hydra and Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's being triggered there. But again,
big
so
stun.
much aggressiveness. Level 3 here. Oh, but I'm gonna be in some trouble. Like yourself into safety. Push back.
Retribution.
Pow though. But that's just purple of steel here. Huge for Tunisia. Slowing down the momentum.
How getting that blue buff just helped him a ton. I mean, just delaying the Fredrin from getting his power peak. But the first blood! Conquest falls!
Huge first blood there. Again, denying the roamer now. You have a Bludan who is almost immobile. Utilize the spells and it is gone. So now jungle's being slowed so much. You saw the Fredrin's jungle being taken in bot lane now all the way in top. But oh, hang on, Power just might go under Super Saiyan if needed. There's half the last insanity if he wants to commit here. But not finding the right target. Playing it safe. Turtle is gonna be the next objective.
I mean, it's still in the favor of Team Tunisia. The mid laner, the roamer, and the cleaner are about to get their level spike. Sabo about to get his level 4 as well. But look at the Conquest!
Oh, so much burst damage. I
They
mean,
go for
the
an invade?
CC from the... Oh,
They're going for an invade.
do. Wait, I like this. I like this composition. Finally, Tunisia here taking on initiative.
big flicker
But
from
there's a
Kalea.
flick, it's slam on towards the backline here, but Fire Slash pushing Super Saiyan into safety instead here. Retribution, wait, did he steal the orange buff?
He did indeed take the orange buff from Fredrin. 11 seconds till his blue spawns. I don't think they're going to contest that. He's going to take his lizard and just take what he gets. I mean, what can he do? Nigeria is so far behind in goal. 2000 already.
Yep. Oh, Son of Phoenix. But I mean, it's just a poke here right now. Like you said, Tunisia is just so far ahead in terms of goal, in terms of EXP, and in terms of damage burst potential right now. Because if their front line can't even make it, I mean, the back line, they're gonna suffer a lot here. But look, Super Saiyan here, next target. Wow, gets knocked up, and Citric. It's gonna be the one to pick up the kill.
We're gonna see Sabo on the bot lane trading with the Iritel. I like this rotation towards the top lane, just securing that advantage on the dead lane because the turret is gonna spawn on bot. Just securing the Arlot possibility to go towards there. But look at knockup.
Yeah, it's gonna title slam here. It's gonna be all towards Cheesy here. Still tanky though. Pull right back in with the pilot slash. And Tunisia is just all over the map here. The dominating force. Top lane gonna be chucked down.
Windtalker finally picked up by Void Haka, which is some players don't consider it a good first item. They go for the Husker, but look at Zitric.
Oh, he's gonna get pulled now. It's just out of range. Curtain call, pulling that back. Zitric has played safe here, but lane clear potential is just so strong. Spirit of Destruction on towards Conquest. Does he go for it though? Nah, played safe. Sabo here. Super Saiyan though. Why did he help out Cheesy to clear it all? But all the while, his orange buff is getting stealed here. I mean, the objective potential from Tunisia is just so much. Innovate's coming in super strong. Knock up here, along with Sumai slam on his backline. But the Phoenix descend just to stun them and give them opportunity to escape here. Though, and the massive fist crack here combo. Cheesy could go for taunt here. And if wants to go for Ray of Rat, dodges the last insanity. Unless Conquest, though, taking the blow for his team. And no one getting traded for the side of Nigeria.
Not much Team Nigeria can do. The Fredrin is still level 6 compared to level 7 of Pao. And I think Pao is gonna still level up a little bit more. I think he's gonna get to level 9 at least when he takes his full jungle and the turtle. But look at Sabu and Jen. They're together. They're just waiting for the next player to cross their path. I mean, I believe Fredrin never got a blue buff this entire game.
I mean, that's the first one, I believe, or so. Jotric, though, massive knockup alongside Purify, just escape, causing a lot of burst damage. Super Hatred gone and taken down, though. A little bit of skirmish
Still
here with
play.
Bertrand and Jen here.
SOD!
Towards backline with a massive knock-up. And a tsunami slam connects onto his conquest. Pow picking up the kill, and there's a stun again, but Super Saiyan too far deep in the turret. Tunisia on a rampage.
No, I was right. Fredrin did not get one blue buff this entire game. This might be his first that's upcoming.
Yep. I mean, blue buff when your team is down 7 kills. Oh, that's a bad position to be in. But all the while here, bot lane here, being dived on by Haka. Still so low. Tries to purify, but Kaizo picking up the kill. Concealed play though from versus Nigeria. They want to go for a dive, maybe revenge, but they don't have the consistent
As the sanity is available
for this export, who is just too tanky right now. We saw so many games, the export being vulnerable, but now he's just too far ahead.
They are 6,300 gold ahead of Team Nigeria. 2 turtles, 2 tower as well. The only one that's standing is the bot lane turn, which is currently being pushed out by Kaizo. And they made that gap 7,000 gold. Limmel, 6 minutes in, having 20,000 gold, that's a lot.
Very much so. Is it going to be the final game here, folks? Here, Conquest Zero being dodged for Final Flash could be a great option if he wants to come in. Doesn't have to play card. Pulls it in. Cheesy. Next target. No, Void still trying to help.
And the slash.
Next on the cool Jen. Still so low in HP. Doesn't want to over risk, but the knock-up here. Tsunami Slam. Just to say, Pal picks up the kill against Super Saiyan as Tunisia pick off turret by turret.
Not much Super Saiyan can do. He has the Vanish, doesn't have an escapable route. Even if he had the sprint this game, I think it would have been a little bit better because we know. Oh my god! Oh!
Finally can be answered. Shut down, massive for the side of Nigeria here. First go on the wall, but still fought here. Cheesy trying to escape. Void Hacker dealing a little bit of burst damage, but the front line just too bursty. Yeah, just too anti-bursty.
Not much they can do. Sabo is pushing out in the bottom. He didn't manage to kill out Pao, shutting him down, allowing him to get a little bit of gold. Will this be enough to turn it around? 5 turrets to the side of Tunisia, 0 to the side of Nigeria, 0 turrets as well. Lord is probably gonna get saved here. They're not gonna do the turtle, but now Void Haka picked up his Haskell, allowing him to do a ton more damage and heal a lot more in the fights. Look at Sabo though. Conceal play.
Conceal play. Coming in. Sabo.
Flicker.
Blackers. I mean, he sensed that. It was just Ultra Instinct.
I mean, Super Saiyan, Ultra Instinct. I see what you're doing here.
Yep.
Jen?
Press here. Stunning agent. Yes, a massive pull. Onwards mage also purify a little late, but this back backline. Tsunami Slam also, but Void Hacker the next target. And meanwhile, Super Saiyan trying to fight off 2, but still couldn't in the process. Just needed a little bit of the burst damage and falls to the hands of Kaizo.
Not much Team Nigeria can do. The Lord is currently being challenged by Pao. 7,000, almost 8,000 gold ahead of Team Nigeria. They are such a big lead. 11 kills lead as well. I mean, what can they do really? Xborg is just having a field day, taking out that Lord. Not even a retribution, not gonna be used. Zetian can maybe steal it. I mean, it can always happen. She still does damage with the lightning truncheon to it. So, you know, never say never.
Maybe.
Look at Pao.
That'd be a miracle, which they would definitely lead, but no, Zitek try to find someone. Can be pushed back by the fist here, and slowly Lord's gonna be marching down the mid lane.
The Lord is indeed going to march down the mid lane. The tower on top lane and mid lane don't have their abilities, so they're gonna be easier to push. Kaizo is gonna sync up the waves, so you know, just gonna allow the Lord to charge down the mid, take it to below half HP even, but still. They have. Oh my god, attraction pull!
Pulse! Oh, massive front slash there alongside with the Tsunami Slam. Again, Purify not available. Kaiser getting unstoppable against the side of Nigeria right now. Only 2 members left to defend. You can see a play coming in. Cheesy falls. It's only Conquest left against 4. But Sabo is going to be the one to pick him up with his spear as Tunisia take the first game of the series.
They take the first game by a storm. Tunisia indeed takes the win. Did you see at the end, Kaizo did indeed die to the tower, so, I mean...
Yeah.
Throwing the game at the end? Kaizo, come on! But let's take a quick look at the highlights. We're gonna see these insane plays going in the early game, just shutting down Conquest and permanently invading the front end. Look, level 3, they're gonna go directly to his red. He didn't have it. Super Saiyan also gets punished in the top lane a lot. Not much they can do. The bot lane was winning by itself, not a gank needed. Look at LG. Cheesy.
Yeah.
big damage from the last instant. Not much you can do. This is just complete snowball effect.
I mean, again, they could have tried to fight back, but the CC, the burst potential, they were everywhere on the map. I mean, you see your teammates flying in, you see your teammates flying out. Even if you have Purify, it doesn't matter. You can't purify damage.
You cannot purify damage, that is true. And with the recent change to Export, I don't think even Vengeance can stop him out. Now his ultimate goes through damage while charging up at 6 stacks, and his skill too as well. So, you know, that's heartbreaking. I mean, he does a ton of damage. On top of that, you add more damage that you cannot block.
Yeah.
Spicy hero.
Damage on damage. Yeah. It's just multipliers and multipliers now. And Tunisia, I mean, such a great game plan there. Even the way how they, the way how they engage, the way how they set up, it's not just one person starting in. Oh, I'll take over the left side, you take over the right side. Oh, I got you covered. Spirit of Destruction, just slow him down. Give him the kill on Kaiser, but
at the end, he just died.
He threw at the end.
He did throw at the end. I mean, Kaiser, come on now. What is this, your 4th tournament for Iesf? And you play like this? Joking, of course, we're gonna see a little bit of the builds, guys. So with that, I love that he went for the glowing one first item. I always see Kimi is just going directly for the Sky Piercer. I mean, has such a strong item now. There also Fury Hammer on Gen. It allows him to do a ton of damage, just overpointing the enemies. But with the Brute Force War X combination with the Radiant Armor, just denying Zetian's damage to break down his shield. Conquest didn't even have a chance. I mean, nothing they could do. Fredrin went for the dominant size and think he didn't even finish his dome. But still, Irritel was the only one actually farming. The jungle of Fredrin was invaded. The mid lane of Zetian was stolen. Frozen as well. Zertrick was there all the time, and not much you can do against that Tsunami Slam.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, you only have 2 Purifies here, and again, Tsunami Slam was so good in outsourcing Super Saiyan every single scenario. And if you have the Vengeance pop, I mean, the burst damage was just too much.
Exactly, the burst damage is too much. Not much they can. I mean, what do you do in this situation? You have to choose the group and try to look for a team fight. I did get the kill on Fredrin, but still, I think just Pao was just overextending into the jungle.
I mean, definitely, he has to overextend because at that point, Tunisia was just so far ahead with the way how they started off the game, level advantage, goal advantage. Export was being given and fed almost every single objective and jungle camp, which blew up to orange to being level 4, taking Fragrance, a top lizard alongside the purple buff. I mean, and he went to the bot lane to farm also. He had to retrace his steps back all the way to an orange buff. And then at that point, Xbox already level 5. He's already taking down your roamer. He's already pushing away your mid lane from clearing the minions.
That is the problem with Fredrin Tank Emblem. You need support one to just give you lower cooldowns to allow you to farm more faster. You're gonna heal a little bit more while doing the camps as well. Yes, you're gonna be more squishy. Yes, you're gonna take a little bit more damage, but that is not compared to the way you farm. You have to farm a little bit faster because that's what's gonna be different on Fredrin. The farm speed is gonna influence the game a lot, but we're gonna give the teams a little short break and we're gonna be right back.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Iesf Africa Qualifiers 2025. It's the second series of the day, and we've had Tunisia versus Nigeria. Tunisia taking the first game. Second game, will Nigeria be able to bring it back? Just stay tuned and watch to see what happens. But meanwhile, I'm your caster, Linwaldo, and joining me in the casting this once again is Dakota.
And we have seen an incredible game coming in from Team Tunisia. Will, as you said, Team Nigeria manage to pull it back? Or will they just, just fall with a snowball effect yet again? Because we saw how much Ferdinand got invaded. He didn't have that clear speed he needed, but who knows, maybe this game, it could go another way. Linwell, who do you have in mind for, let's say, the MVP of this series? Who do you think deserves it from this first game you saw?
Oh, that's a very tough call, but I mean, you gotta give it to the roamer here. It, like always, like any team, to make the space, to make the initiate and the team fight potential for the pickoffs has always been the roamer, for giving the space to the mage, for initiating for the jungle, and even for the goal laner. So I mean, it's literally the one who puts all the pieces together.
I mean,
what about
as
you,
said,
Dakota?
I mean, well, it's really hard. I mean, I would say Kaizo because I want to be biased because he's a friend of mine, but he died at the end through the game. I'm kidding, of course. It would have to be maybe Zertrick, but
Maybe.
It's really hard to call. As you said, Jen played extremely well on the Arlot, just setting everyone up. Everyone played extremely well from both sides. Even I would say Super Saiyan laid it a lot of. He played it too risky. Just didn't help his jungle take that early clear on the Brethren. I mean, on the red buff, he just started it. He could have held it with the roamer. I mean, it's such a nitpick choice. But the Zetian is gonna get banned out by Team Tunisia. I think we're gonna see the Farsa from the team of Nigeria getting banned out, or the Kimi. Even maybe the Moscow. Moscow played it extremely well. The Arlot goes okay.
Yeah, understandably so. I mean, again, such a great impact every single time. He has a very low cooldown, also very fast mobility. Again, second skill, giving that movement speed buff. It's a small buff, but it's what counts, like the previous matchup, like how the jungle was able to rotate faster from the purple to the orange to the enemy's purple side.
Will Tunisia take a play from the Book of Morocco and go for the Hilda Rome to just permanently invade Team Nigeria's jungle? Or will they just play it safe and trust their own meta? I mean, we've seen an interesting pick that we haven't seen a lot of before. I mean, the Kimi mid. First time I've seen it. Is Thermite, if I'm not mistaken? It's
first time.
A really oppressive mid laner. The Farsa oppressive mid, Kimi oppressive mid. You can just push. Usually gonna get banned out. This is gonna tell us a little secret that I want to go the Farsa. As I said, Yu Zhong is an extremely strong pick in the Farsa. You have that Furious Dive, you have that ultimate, the Black Jumper from just rolling up on Farsa, pushing her away, just breaking her legs, eating her bird with the dragon. How many things you can do with that Yu Zhong. But the Lance is gonna get banned out, a flash jungler, extremely fast paced. I mean, not much you can do with him. Decide just take MVP away the game, every objective. And the Uranus in the hands of Foul.
Is it time? Is it time? We
it
saw
time?
him play the fighter jungle export, and now the Uranus. Come on, all the marbles. Day two here. Make our dreams come true, man.
I mean, I hope it's gonna be the Uranus jungle. I might just, message guys and say, yo, man, on the I'm getting a point, but the Matilda finish are gonna get left open. It's gonna be a backshot or a backshot triangle. Talia in the hands of Zertrick again. It's gonna be a pretty risky pick, but Sabo's gonna be on the Beatrix, one of his mains. If I'm not mistaken, the Bruno is his most pick, but the Beatrix is falling closely behind. I really like the Matilda backshot pick. It's gonna be some sort of swap-ish meta. You can put the Kimi. Xborg. Jungle Xborg. Or the XP Xborg.
Yeah, I mean, it's flexible, but now again, the next ban phase is going to be pretty obvious for South Tunisia. Mages are going to be targeted at least, since, I mean, Nigeria does have the first pick for the second draft.
I mean, Nigeria will have the first pick for the second phase of the draft. What would they pick? They have to go for a marksman. That's good. And I think you just seen the smile on my face. You know what that means?
Oh,
It's gonna
no.
be a slaughterhouse with Uranus jungle. Man, oh man, what an amazing feeling to finally do it. Definitely not influenced by me at all. I'm kidding, of course. But you know, the Airtel finally gets banned out. A pretty
Yep.
decent counter in the Beatrix. Just a lot of mobility. You cannot catch her. Even with the Kalea, if you have the Purify, you can just bait it out. What will Nigeria ban? Will they ban out a jungle expecting the Uranus to go on the XP position? Or will they ban out an XP expecting the Uranus to go into jungle? I think it's gonna be the
Dakota,
Assassin's ban. I think
Dakota,
it's gonna
they
be the
don't
Assassin's
know.
ban. They
They
do
don't
not know.
know.
I know.
They don't know.
We know.
How do we tell them? How do we tell them?
I don't have their Discord. If I had their Discord, you know. Of course, we're kidding. But what is Nigeria going to ban? Will it be the Farsa? Yes, exactly. I was thinking the Farsa should go. This Team Tunisia is going to pick out as Jukshin and be a complete slaughter. I mean, Zetian open. No, Zetian is actually the first ban from Team Tunisia. I forgot.
Yeah.
But the most is going to get banned out. A complete counter to Uranus
Pick,
in
right,
the
from
late game.
Nigeria?
Sorry?
Zushin pick from Nigeria here in this case.
Definitely not. Definitely not. They're gonna lack damage. They're gonna lack burst. They need burst. Lilia.
From the marksman could be.
Uranus.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Okay.
Yes, with the Jukshin, you're gonna lack burst. That's the Bruno. Come on. Jukshin.
Alright.
Jukshin. Lapu Lapu.
Zushin.
Jukshin,
Oh,
Lapu
no.
Lapu.
The draft.
Jukshin.
Oh no.
Something.
That is
it has to be Jukshin. Has to be Jukshin. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait. Hold up.
Selena,
Hang
wait,
on.
Selena Jungle.
Let him cook.
Kaizo?
Let him cook.
Kaizo. Jukshin Kaizo. Come on, I'm unfriending you. Ah, Valentina. For the Matilda. I mean, for the guiding winds,
Yeah,
for the last insanity, it's gonna be pretty good. And it's gonna deny them the mid peak on Eve. I think that's what they're thinking.
Perhaps even here. I mean, any potential strong ultimate is just a given for the Valentina at this point. But no, I mean, look at Tunisia's strategy. They have very good frontline setup here. You have the Selena and the Kalia who can follow up each other. And then, I mean, damage potential wise, looking solid. But Zigota, I mean, it's not going to be a year at jungle.
It is. It is a Uranus jungle. They're gonna go with the Uranus jungle. Concentrated energy, second item, Selena Rome, exactly. And the Kalia on the XP. Concentrated energy, brute force, oracle, wind wings, and a last defense item. They're gonna go with the Mystic Seal first on the Uranus, because I know, because I played and I love Uranus on the jungle. It's such a fun pick. You're gonna see it. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Can't do anything against it. Zerdik is a monster on the Selena, and it's gonna just completely stun out the Baksh. Wait, it's the Baksh XP laner.
Oh.
It's okay into the Kalea. However, I would have wanted it on the jungle.
Right. For frontline potential is lacking a lot now. I mean, you're gonna get bursted down if you don't have the Matilda ready every single time. So, again, a lot of physical damage left out onto this Bruno. So early game wise, Nigeria is lacking a little bit on that physical damage.
And the Faroga armor is gonna get completely bursted down by the Uranus and the Beatrix and the Selena. And I think Selena's gonna go for a triple trap on the Little Wonder to instantly break it down, to give her the level 2 advantage, just completely shoot arrows. That's what I would do. And there it is, the Uranus jungle finally. Cheesy versus Pow. I mean, a counter to one another. The Faroga armor is really weak in the early game, so Uranus, I think, has the chance with the Consecration just going in on him. But look at the spinning monster. He's gonna throw his first kill. Look at the damage.
Oh, who's going to be the faster lane player? We just have to see, folks, as it is going to be match point here for Nigeria. Tunisia with the first point lead. Will Nigeria be able to bring it back? Just gotta see. Oh, Paul won it. Paul got it straight.
Of course, I'm telling you. Look at Uranus. He has the fight. Oh, he has the support emblem. That's not. I don't like that. The fighter is better because you get more festival. No, do not say this to me. I am an Uranus. You know, connoisseur. I love it. I'm a connoisseur. Exactly. I was looking for that word. I'm a connoisseur of Uranus jungle. I know it like the back of my hand. You need the fighter emblem to be a little bit more tanky and just heal a lot from that concentrated energy. Just gonna give you a lot of healing with a mystic seal. And oh no. I'm gonna message Team Tunisia after this and tell them how to build Uranus jungle. You go for bloody retribution just because of the extra healing. You don't go for the freeze. The freeze is good. You slow them down, yes, but who are you gonna catch? They have 3 purifiers and a lot of dashes.
Yep. I mean, this
Mr. misses.
Oh,
flicker
there. Play it safe. I mean, I respect it kinda. You don't want to give the early advantage too far. Cheesy is pretty farmed up.
Big stun.
Thunder coming in here. For being popped here. Alongside, that's one stack of passive. If he wants to go in, this might be the opportunity. And now, Frog Armor gone before the turtle. Hang on. Is he able to go and burst down Void Hacker? No. Plays it safe.
Wait, in the bot lane, look at Super Saiyan. He's losing out at 2 versus 1.
Huge pickup here. Going onto the hands of Jendo, however. Passive stack still there. Pow could go in. Still has the consecration.
Look at the damage on the turtle.
It's so fast right now. Absorb arrow almost landing here. Guiding Winds just to give that distance enough here. Last Sunday could be used by Kaizo to go in towards backline. Super Hatred might be in some trouble. Yes, get off here. 2 kills for side Tunisia. Another Abyssal Arrow.
Look at Jen.
There's Abyssal. Tsunami Slam on towards here. Purify to survive here. Void Hacker solo.
Look at the consecration.
Kaizo's gonna be the one to pick up the kill. Pow just dealing so much damage right now. Low on mana though, has to retreat Super Saiyan all the way from bot lane. But too late for the party.
I am telling you that Uranus jungle just needs that extra bloody retribution to do a ton of burn damage and heal a lot, because you're gonna build tank on Uranus, and you need the Mystic Seal early game to just get that 8% festival. But still, Abyssal Arrow misses through. Kaizo is in the bush, he is hidden. He's gonna go for the Oracle first item though. I'm definitely gonna message him about the Uranus build after this. But I mean, it's nice to see. It's the first time we've seen it, and I love it.
Yeah, at least he's playing it, and that's what we like to see here, folks. Here, but top lane battle there. Sabo winning out the trade, and a lot of burst damage though. Like a Guiding Winds coming in as he tries to escape, but Conquest just might be trapped here. Doesn't have the dash ready. Like over here, Sabo's gonna be one to pick up the kill here. Another kill on the board for South Tunisia.
Look at Pow!
Brutal getting stunned also. Void Hacker solo HP. Does he survive? As all the while, Pow kicks off. Cheesy, yeah, in.
I am telling you that Uranus jungle is gonna be the next meta jungle. You're gonna see it first here, folks. Sabo is just gonna take the tower, plating away. You're seeing the Bennett's rage. I mean, so much damage from that rocket launcher in the early game. But look at Pow, not a care in the world. Look at damage on the buffs.
Just taking it all in, and the purple.
1,000 damage, 1 skill on the farm. Super Saiyan is there.
So much.
Guiding Winds.
Wait, hang on. Hey, he's gonna get a knock up here with backline though. A lot of burst damage. Does he survive? He does actually. There comes the pull there with the Tsunami Slam, but Purify still though. Last insanity from Kaizo is enough to deal a lot of burst damage. It's just gonna be Super Saiyan, but still trick. Missing onto that. Still.
I mean, not much. I mean, you saw the tower diving potential from the Uranus jungle. Just going in, going out, going in, going out. Nothing.
He's already full HP.
Void Hacker. He's gonna get pushed in the top lane. Healing spree.
He did get. But look at this Uranus here. Just tanked so much burst damage. A last insanity, first shots, and all 3 members outside Nigeria, but didn't matter. Just after a fight, full HP, and then they took down Void Hacker.
Off camera, there was a little skirmish where Void Hacker fell down at the hands of Pao and Sabo. But look at Super Saiyan in the middle. He's gonna try to protect, but Sabo is there. Jen looking for a pick of Tsunami Slam.
Yeah, dashing in towards his team here as Paul's
look at Pao.
Kill. He's just dashing into the turret here, tanking off that burst potential, healing it right back up, still surviving. Meanwhile, Kaizo here with the last insanity of his own, going on towards Cheesy, picks up the kill, gets traded in the process, giving the first kill towards Nigeria.
Kaizo, stop throwing, please. Don't ever go. I know you like going in the base, but you died already 2 times to it. Come on, Kaizo, stop throwing the game. Of course, we are joking. A 6,000, 7,000 gold lane now in the hands of Tunisia. Jen bought out his own, but look at the Mr. Arrow.
Massive Tsunami Slam here with the Tsunami Slam. Purify not ready. That's a knock up here to try to survive for Nigeria. But slowly by slowly, Tunisia are getting melted instead here. Last Insanity coming in, but flicker out into safety. Super Saiyan still taking down Sabo though, so low in HP. Will he survive? He dashes out into safety. Instead now, Super Saiyan, the one going to be traded. No, revitalize just to survive. And all the while, we have a sneaky Uranus halfway across the map.
the split pushing Uranus on the bot and taking out a turtle objective, just giving Team Tunisia that extra shield to just sustain a little bit more damage. Just a shame that Gen
He
beat
doesn't
fast.
care.
Look at Super Saiyan. Look at him.
He just doesn't
Not
care.
a care in the world. God, damage
Just
as
the
well.
burst damage. No, but he's gonna take all of this burst damage. Concentration also activated. There's gonna be certain eagle knock up here alongside, but he's still
Kaizo's there.
tanking. He's still tanking. He still have HP. Picks up one hardcore instead in the third. Survives the last insanity. This Uranus is absolutely crazy. And now Kaizo here with the runs. Last insanity to take down two for the side of Tunisia. And this Uranus is putting in the work, folks.
I told you, don't ever doubt that Uranus jungle, folks. Look at how much he is tanking brute force, allowing him to rotate a little bit faster. And the Oracle just getting that extra healing he needs from Gen, and he's gonna go for the Radiant Armor just to block out the damage going from Super Hatred and Conquest. Not much they can do. Super Saiyan as well. They won't do a thing. Look at Pow.
Yep,
Just
sneaky
tanking.
stun at the back line
Range.
with the massive Nibiru's rage. Yep, circling eagle. No, has to go back. Minions have to be cleared if they want to make it safe here. And again, so much burst potential from the side of Tunisia, every single member of them.
Not a care in the world. 4 levels ahead. 6,200 gold on the Ranos. Amisal Arrows misses by a complete margin. Football field, you could park a semi-truck in there, but look at that sun. You need to bait out that Frogger armor to just completely shut down. Look at damage!
Conquest the next target here right now. Pow, just walking forward, concentration in action, still tanking, still healthy. That's insanity also used, but way too late for Tunisia to survive all the while. Super Saiyan, their main frontliner, taking a fixed pool of bullets every single scenario. They chunk down the top link turret. Sabo doing a lot of bursts with the Nibiru as well. Bennett here, but
Instantly bursting out
one
Frog
more there
armor.
alongside Pow. Gets a kill, double kill for his team. Is he gonna get Void Haka? Still tanking all the turret shots. He survives here, and now Tunisia doesn't even need the Lord Super Saiyan or to defend as he gets Tsunami slammed in his own inhibitor. And Tunisia making for a quick 2-0 game with a 2-2-2 scoreboard.
I was telling you, Linwell, you doubted my Uranus jungle speaks. My speeches. You saw how dominating he is? What do you have to say? What do you have to say? Say sorry.
I mean, I'm so I apologize to all the Uranus jungle mains out there. And I mean, Uranus was just such an impenetrable force, an unimpenetrable fortress, and he was just Maharaga-ing all over the side of Nigeria.
I told you. Thank you to all the 3 Uranus player jungles who follow this stream. 2 of us, one is casting, one is playing the game. Where's the third one? Will it be from the future? But look at Pao, just not a care in the world, and I think that goes in, goes out, goes in, goes out, goes in, goes out.
Yep.
That's the power of Uranus jungle,
that's
and
it.
Jen enabled him so much, just allowing him to heal a lot from that passive.
Yep.
Look at damage. Last insanity,
Yep.
nom,
Survives.
nothing.
Yeah. Kaizo said, this is where
And Kaizo's feeding.
Come on,
Kaizo's
Kaizo.
feeding. Kaizo, come on, I thought you were better in this, man. I know you're not a mid player, but you don't have to dive here.
Look at this!
In the inhibitors.
Survives.
Balance,
This
and he
is just
didn't go for the
crazy.
optimal build. He didn't go for the optimal build. Just to
No. You know, no. Zakota, he survived because he went full tank build there. Any other build,
No.
he would have fallen.
No, yeah,
Really?
he would have not. Trust
Yeah.
me.
I mean,
You
see,
go the
here.
concentrated energy. If you go with the concentrated energy, one minion is gonna get you
Oracle?
full HP from one swing.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, you're the expert here, folks.
damage.
So, I mean, note it down. I guess you could give some coaching lessons to Pao though for his next year in the
Oh,
game. coming in the
I already
future.
have. I already have. I'm gonna write. And I'm gonna write an essay. How to build Uranus jungle. You go for the Mystic Seal first, then you go for the Brute Force, then you finish the Concentrated. And look at that 9010 KDA, most damage dealt. Look at that total healing. 96,000 total healing, 62,000 total damage on a tank jungler, on a Uranus jungle. Linwell, you doubted me. Say it. Say you doubted the Uranus jungle. Say it.
I mean, no, I will not. I doubted the Uranus getting free here, folks. I'm not a doubter. Please don't bull me here, folks. Well, again, this healing here, 96,000, like you said, this is counting in the anti-heal from the Baksha early game, from the Vexana with the glowing one. And I mean, man, oh man, if you cannot stop this guy, just get him banned in all future games, because sorry, Zagota, and all those 2 other Uranus players out there, because I don't think you're gonna see him anymore in the Land of Dawn.
Say sorry, Paul, say sorry, Zakota. You're not gonna see it ever again. Maybe in Egypt's hands, I think. I mean, I'm kidding, of course. But the Uranus jungle is playing its power. Do you think more teams are gonna use it tomorrow?
Oh, definitely. If it's open, I mean, it's just free real estate at this point.
My GOAT Uranus jungle. We have to give props to Jen and Kaizo. Yes, Kaizo did fit a lot, but still he did 51,000 total damage. I mean,
yep.
Not much to say about Team Nigeria. They all played extremely safe. They got a few pickoffs, but I think it's the fastest game of the entire tournament so far. 30,000 total damage to towers. Gold obtained per minute is at a staggering 3,200. Peak last for Team Tunisia. I mean, look at the average gold. I mean, the most gold, 7,532 from Sabo. Most eliminations, Pau, 9010 KD. Most damage, tanked, 62,585. Or Bell. More assists, Pau again, 10 assists. They stole all the kills from my boy Pau. Free him, let him be. But
Let him breathe.
206 Turtle Lord turret. 2 Turtle Zilla Lords needed 6 turrets taken. Top, mid, that's it. Just go straight for the end. And huge props to Nigeria for playing it this far. Again, best of 3 series, just as strong are gonna take it. And the comfort picks and the meta picks are gonna rule it.
Most definitely. And I mean, seeing all these games that have been committed, yes, day number 1, day number 2. I mean, a lot of teams can witness all of these games, learn a little bit of tips and tricks, learn some strategies, revolve around, and day 3 could come stronger. You're a strong. No, ban it out, ban it out. Don't even let it be possible. I mean, if you're a blue team, keep it open. Red team, ban it out, ban it out.
Just don't ban Uranus. Uranus is so easy to counter. Just don't ban Uranus. So easy, you know. Leave him open. The players. I'm gonna face and rank him. Don't ever ban him, you know. He's really bad. He's really easy to deal with, you know. This is what you saw, you know, was a fluke, you know, with your dreaming.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was so easy to counter that I just blinked and then the enemy team disappeared. Like, Nigeria
we just blinked and the game ended. He was that easy to counter, you know. That team was just, you know.
They recalled to a different map,
Exactly, you know.
All right.
But folks, I think this is gonna be it for day number 2 of Iesf African Qualifier. I was Zakota, joined by William, and we're gonna see you guys tomorrow.